I told you it wouldn't be too long before we had our Eastern Europe game, so I hope you guys are ready as we do have Division 1 kicking off for this Week 5. It's going to be Team Spirit up against Outsiders and my lovely two.
Hi.
Right-hand co-mates.
You're on your left.
Very Australian.
Oh, gosh. Joining me for this one, we are going to quickly run through top of show because this matchup is happening very quickly. So we're going to have a look at Div 2 for you guys. We can have a quick skim through there and be very shocked that the bottom three teams there matching their series scores. No, sorry, just evading with one less loss. And all the way up the top with Namiga Gaming there. We can flip over to the weekly. So you guys know that there have been 2 Division 2 games, but that's it. There is so much more action happening. It's a double Team Spirit week. So for all you Team Spirit fans, this is the Division 1 week for DPC 2 or 3 that you want to be looking at. And they are still very much undefeated up there, 4-0. Then Navi, Bet Boom tied. Outsiders 1 move. Mind against Paripunny, Rune Eaters in a bit of a 3-way tie. They're not tied, but a 3-way race down there on the bottom. So let's just do it. Let's talk about this Team Spirit Outsiders matchup, as it is our first Eastern Europe series of the day. We'll have a Division 2 series later today as well, but this is it. This is a very important game. It's not that important, but it is very, very hyped. Team Spirit up against Outsiders. Fia, do you want to give me a little bit of info about Outsiders? I believe the draft will be coming up underneath, so we're going to do 2 for 1 right here. We're going to draft, and we're also going to talk about the teams. Yes.
All right, yeah. So.
Oh no! Yes,
no, we're not.
We are
right
doing
to Spirit.
We are doing 2, but we're going to Spirit instead. So Sheep, you can give us the TLDR on them and their draft.
All right.
All at once.
So Team Spirit, they've adapted well to the meta. We saw like last series, Boom obviously going back to their old kind of strats. Meanwhile, Team Spirit, they're fully embracing the lifestyle. They've been picking the Zeus, putting it on mid. Toronto Tokyo has been popping off really hard on that. Claps has been in the offlane playing a lot of the Zoo. We got the Lycan, we've had the Beastmaster. He's, been having a lot of success with it. They have 2-0'd like every opponent they played against so far. But they have not looked solid. They have been games where they have looked like they were going to lose, like against Rune Eaters. I think they struggled in that series.
And Navi.
And Navi, yeah, like these guys are not looking absolutely dominant. However, they have such superior mid to late game decision making that has pulled them through every single time to a clutch win. They know their own strengths. That's a very big thing about them. Even if the enemy has an Aegis, this team, I have known them to always be ones to know that if they can take a fight, they will smoke up and find it. And like that is just, a phenomenal team, very high skilled. I always believe in their ability to win a game.
Yeah, even if the draft is looking too in favor for them, somehow they also pull out a little bit of a hat trick, which begs the question, Phil, what are Outsiders bringing to the table up against a team that Sheep can hype up so much?
Oh, they're bringing a lot of experience. Like these players like GPK, Ramses, of course, DM, these type of players have been around for a very long time. They did get stomped by Navi pretty hard, and in their last series, they were looking a little bit shaky against Rune Eaters. Not gonna lie, which doesn't put a lot of confidence going into this game versus a Spirit who seems to get better and better with each series. But they had some drafting issues against Rune Eaters. They did have that one loss, and they ended up picking a CK. It was kind of the classic situation of they didn't have a playmaker, right? And so the CK, their carry, kept dying over and over again. They couldn't find any avenue to make something happen in the game. But luckily already they have secured a playmaker, but hopefully it's not the only playmaker in the Tiny, so can move straight on to this draft because it's well underway at this point. Timbersaw, Tiny have been picked up for Outsiders. DM will probably play this Timber, very good versus the Winter Wyvern, a classic counter. Tiny, you often see this melee stun, pretty much. Not only does it help Timber get kills, but Timber doesn't need a lot of help in the lane, so he can roam to the mid lane and help GPK out a lot in that mid matchup.
I've been skimming the bans while you guys have been talking, And something we saw in Eastern Europe first before most other regions, and something that we know that they favor quite a lot, are those zoo offlaners, right? The Beast and the Lycan. But it hasn't been banned here. Do you think either team are hoping to be able to pick it up in the second phase, or it's just not something that's going to come into play this series?
I mean, it was block picked by the Wyvern, right? Wyvern's really good versus Zoo, and then the other side has Timber, the other Zoo block pick. So it's very unlikely that it'll get picked in this series just because of how I underrate Zeus too. Zeus is pretty good versus Zoo.
Yeah.
So both teams, like, I think this is now meta in Eastern Europe, right? It's like you try to block pick the Zoo because it's pretty easy to execute and it's very strong. So a lot of these teams now are like, their openings are making them safe against the Zoo, right? They got Zeus Wyvern, you don't want to pick Zoo against that. Against Timber, you also don't want to pick Zoo against that. So this game, pretty certain, will not have it.
Okay. They still do ban out the Lycan, though. I would have thought that maybe they were just hoping their picks were enough, but no, the ban is there anyway.
I mean, they know that they have like Zeus and Wyvern, who are already two good heroes against Timber and Tiny. You have a lot of like percentage damage and magical burst, and all this stuff is good against both those heroes. So Lycan, a hero that can clean out your base pretty quickly if given the chance. They don't want to lose a fight and have that happen. So I respect that ban. I think Team Spirit's the most fun thing about their opening two heroes, though, is that Toronto Tokyo has been known to play them both. He has played the mid Wyvern, he has played the mid Zeus. These heroes could go support, they could go mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Obviously, one of them will be a core.
I was going to say, one of them has to be,
5 seconds remaining.
Why do you feel this Rubik pick has come out here?
It's you have good spells to steal. Like when you play versus the Timber, this Rubik has a lot of damage. If you steal Chakram, you can actually kill the Timber Saw. They just have a lot of damage right now for the Timber Saw. That's all I got for you.
Awesome.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's more than I had before I asked the question.
Perfect.
Yeah, they have a lot of magic right now, not so much physical damage. Maybe
it's
they
a very
won't pick
incomplete
something
lineup right now. Like there's just 3 int spell casters in the back line. Like I was explaining why they did do it, but I was also very hesitant and slow about it because like that's not really an opener that I see and be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Templar Assassin.
And like I would like to see outsiders pick up maybe a bit more backline jump right now. They have their offlaner, they have TA, she can go mid or carry. I would like it if she went carry and they pick a mid that can just make moves.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 games they did win against Rune Eaters,
10
Ramses did
seconds
play
remaining.
that Templar Assassin in the safe lane. I know GPK can
5
play mid,
seconds
but
remaining.
playing carry mids is really not in like style right now.
Yeah.
It's not in favor. People don't really want to do it because pretty much no one will make moves on the map. We kind of saw in the last series this Tiny, the weight of the world was on his shoulders to make moves, and he died a few times because he has to also make space in the early game, and then you can't make anything happen. And then the hero we all love to hate.
Yeah.
Maybe not all of us, but
I
me
was
for
gonna
sure.
say,
Pros keep rating Dazzle pretty highly.
And it keeps losing.
It
so.
does keep losing.
It doesn't lose that hard.
I mean,
It's pretty hard.
haven't seen it win yet. So
Yeah.
What?
I have not
That's-
seen a single bit of Dazzle impact where I'm like, this is great. You're also playing as Team Spirit. What if they just slam the X right now? I mean, it's not good in lane, but it is good in the game. And Collapse is an absolute giga chad.
I wouldn't mind it because, like, even if it's not good versus Timber, right? It's pretty good, or historically it's been good versus TA in lane. And then you just need a stun. They need someone that goes in there for Team Spirit. Absolutely. Because they have 3 backline casters. You have to pick someone who goes in at this point in their draft. No, I don't think they can be too picky about it.
Well, I want to circle back to Dazzle. Firstly, this is the first time we've seen Dazzle in Division 1 for Eastern Europe.
Exactly.
Secondly, it has won a game in SEA Div 1.
And I'm sure it didn't have to do anything.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's, like,
yeah, so this is actually the first time that we're seeing it in
10 seconds
Eastern Europe Div 1
remaining.
for Dazzle.
Right, so you're puking on this Razor, but I'm actually fine with this
I
game.
mean, it's fine.
It's not
I'm
offlane.
so
It's
sick.
not going to be offlane.
You know what? That's a really good point.
It's going to be versus the Timber Saw, and it's
Yeah.
going to be a carry.
Okay. I love it. I love Razor Carry, actually. I should have amended my picture of 1,000 words to just include offlane, but let's just let it be implied from now on.
That's the off lane that you have the disdain for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Could always revise your drawing, too.
No, I really like my drawing. It's kind of perfect.
She's just putting in more than 1,000 words into that
I
drawing.
see.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay. Oh, that's fine then. This is fine. I do like the razor now.
And you like it in this matchup a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I see like when I look at both lineups though, I do see like a really bad lack of like backline jump. Like TA is gonna have to jump in, but she needs her tiny to get a blink to follow up behind her. Because Dazzle is typically a hero that likes to sit back. Timber can kind of get in there too, but he's not got like a blink or anything, right? And Team Spirit have so many squishy heroes that need to be jumped because, you know, if this Wyvern is allowed to sit back and just chill, like any initiation TA is going to do is not going to go that well.
I think I do like the axe. I think you sold me on that axe.
I sold you on an axe?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
It looks good.
Yeah.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
mean, and plus, Collapse is the only player on this planet right now that I would trust to
I
play
was going to say,
axe.
did they ban it out? And they do.
Oh, no.
Darn.
Outsiders' last ban is on that axe.
I'm unsold.
Boring.
We're banning GPK heroes. We saw him play a really mean Invoker. I would not be against seeing a Quaswex Invoker. Just something that can really disrupt these fights.
10 seconds remaining.
Crosswex Invoker.
Yeah, also getting like if he's able to get a vessel,
5
it'd be nice against
seconds remaining.
Wyvern.
Their bans kind of indicate to me that Wyvern might be going mid with Ember being banned and Bat. I
Yeah.
feel like Zeus shouldn't have problem versus either of those.
Dire team
But
pick.
what's good versus Wyvern mid left in the pool? Yeah, I got no idea. I don't play enough mid to like have this matchup.
No idea.
Yeah, sorry. Bring out the storm, the ultra nerfed storm.
They'll say Ember's gone, Void Spirit's gone, all the spirits are gone.
What are we looking for? What does the hero need?
I mean, they need something active.
5
Like Tiny
seconds
could go
remaining.
mid. It's not like the best game versus the Wyvern mid.
I want Invoker. Give me.
It's,
Or Leshrac.
I don't.
Leshrac's
Oh, it's
banned.
banned. Oh, they
Yeah.
banned every hero GPK plays. I'm
Yeah.
actually losing it.
Are we looking for
what is it?
Maybe
burst
they'll just-
damage? Do you need a
That's high
stun?
mobility. Is
Mobility.
yeah, I
I
mean,
want
they're
mobility.
all
All it
banned.
needs.
I mean, if Storm is playable, we could play it. If not, it's time for Huskar. Let's go. We got a Dazzle.
Holy Huskar.
Run it in.
He's not wrong, but then he's not wrong. Slam it.
I mean, all the like bats banned, like all the Quap. All right, there was one left. I didn't
It's all right.
remember
It
every
took-
hero that had mobility in the game. Sorry, guys.
It
Yeah.
took outsiders just as long, and they were searching through, and they're like, "Which mid laner mobility? I'm looking. Oh, there, Quap." And they snag her up. So what's Team Spirit looking for?
10
What is
seconds remaining.
their lineup really missing?
I want frontline stun.
They need a stun
5
that can lane
seconds
versus TA. Dragon Knight.
I was about to
Maz
say
is
that.
always a hero.
It's not good versus TA in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
it's not, but it's a
TK is
frontline
good enough.
stun.
I mean, TK is very good versus TA in lane because like you have the high armor
That's true, yeah.
and you just right click her and she wants to meld you, but you have very high armor. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Or you
But they're gonna just
Well,
do 5
Enigma.
ranged heroes, 4
Yeah.
intelligence
Holy
heroes.
moly.
They've got like some color schemes going on for each team. You know, it's kind of quite nice. A little bit of gradient of blue.
I mean,
over there, a little bit
I
of
will say
purple.
I don't enjoy playing Enigma versus TA because
Well, it doesn't matter what you think.
That's true.
The only thing that matters is what Lyrical and Trent think.
only
That's
thing.
right.
Yay.
Hell yeah. Welcome, Trent. I will ask you how you've been these past few days and if you're liking the color schemes of the two teams, or if there's more to just the pretty colors.
Yeah, what do you see in game? The cosmetics really upped it too. We got red all over outsiders. You know, they're really taking the dire to heart here, so it's perfect. But it is Team Spirit. They are undefeated so far. But like you guys said on the panel, I did like how you pointed out those games have been close, and now we're fighting for the top of the table, right? If outsiders win this, everyone's 4-1 at the top, which is pretty crazy. So I'm looking forward to see what our results will be.
That could be some insane standings, but Lyrical, how are you liking these? Do you have a team that you want to side with a little bit more?
Dazzle. I just wanted to do that voice for a really long time. That's all I gotta say. That's it. Dazzle.
All right, I like
Sorry,
it. You know what?
nothing more.
It might not have been insightful, but it was great to listen to, so thank you. Do either of you want to do a voice line reenactment, or do you want to give me predictions? You get one of the two. It has to be one of the two.
predictions. How about neither?
Don, no, you have to pick one.
I predict Collapse will at one point buy a vessel and kill Timbersaw.
Beautiful. I love that prediction.
That was so good. Well done.
We're going to have to rate those ones in chat, guys. 1 for Sheep and 2 for Lyrical. You guys.
3 for both.
Or 3 for both if you liked both and would like to see it
Wow.
again. Or 4 if you just like us to jump straight into game number 2. Game number 1.
There it is. Series number 2 or 3 or something like that. We've had a lot of games today, man. It's going. How you feeling though? You enjoying the old EU Classic? We haven't got to see that much Dazzle yet. I'm gonna keep doing that all game.
And every time it pops up, I keep thinking, is this it? Is today the day we get Dazzle Core? And once more, I'm disappointed.
The answer is no. Dude, there's so many tips going around. I don't even know what I'm trying to keep track of here in terms of who's tipping who. A lot of tips on outsiders amongst their own team. So some good comms going on there, I would imagine.
Clear comms.
Exactly. He does spot out the ward up there on that high ground. So that's going to be a little bit annoying. We'll see if they can find it.
Alrighty, but in all seriousness, we have another Rubik, which is pretty exciting. Great game over the Sea Dotes, if you guys missed that one. Some spectacular Rubik play. And came up fairly early in this one. A hero that seems to be at least picking up a little bit of steam here today, as wasn't super popular so far, I wouldn't say, especially compared to his past self. I mean, he is still, I believe, the most picked hero in competitive Dota. I might have to check up on that, but he's just been around for so long, and he's always been so relevant that I think he still holds that title.
It's crazy. It's and I think that like into the heroes that we saw here, and I think Fear was talking about the Chakram against Timbersaw, but also Tiny's not bad either. Avalanche with him is super solid and really annoying to deal with. But we'll see how Hakoda does as well, facing off against him. They do a little bit of the Tada, as I think that is 2 runes apiece, and the dual lane up top seems pretty freaking scary, if I'm going to be honest. A Dazzle and a TA, it's a lot of right click damage coming out. These Eidolons might not be able to survive through it.
Yeah, it is a lot of physical that you have to contest with up here. And poor little Rubik, 3 armor, 290 move speed. Mira has to be a little bit cautious about positioning, but as he said, it's all about the Eidolons and how you can handle them.
Right. And for so often, it's been like the answer for Eidolons has been just kill them. And that's been nerfed by upping the magic resistance. Guess what doesn't care about magic resistance? Physical damage or that pure damage that's coming out from the side blades. So there'll be something to watch for Collapse to see how many of those he feeds away. I'm sure that our observer will just, be able to keep track of all that for us and then let us know afterwards.
Yeah, he's got like a little notepad. He wasn't just writing stuff down. So if there's a missed kill, just assume that he's writing stuff down. All right. Thank you. That's good.
And we'll keep our eyes on that one. As already Hakoda trading hits and keeping that pressure back. A really annoying hero to deal with in the laning stage. Mid lane though, GPK against Toronto Tokyo, the classic GPK Queen of Pain.
Yeah, being the counter pick to the Razor. Used to be the absolute go-to when Razor was a little less popular and didn't flex around the map at all. It used to almost always be Razor in the mid lane, and every single time, if they didn't ban the Queen of Pain, the other team picked Queen of Pain. It's just, that's the way it was, that's the way it always has been, the way it always will be, I guess, in Dota 2. So even if they're not laning versus each other, we do get a little classic taste here, and Queen of Pain, just a hero we don't see very often anymore, sort of outclassed by a lot of the spirits as teams have moved into wanting that playmaker in the mid lane, and Queen of Pain can suffer in that regard since she's mostly just a crazy amount of damage.
Do you see what's going on here? They made a 4th lane.
Pretty good. Yeah.
What the hell? So I guess that was a pull back behind the tower that then either Maposhka or Yemich met up with the other one. And first blood up top, not what we were anticipating. Collapse. Split his Eidolons well and got the kill with the Malefice. That one is really rough.
Malefice plus telekinesis with Eidolons just swinging, huh? Get the big old damage. That is painful. I mean, it is like level 1 TA, so she doesn't really have any options. That is a good pressure with the level 2 that they had. As you said, just like the second you get Malefice, just go. So kind of caught the outsiders off guard there.
And I guess that is the other issues. We see Mira there just getting rooted by the ensnare creep. But that is something else to sort of consider, is that if you manage to get off to like a decent start, and particularly denying now the XP, you're going to hit level 2 first. So well played by Spirit. And now Collapse has the urn.
That was nice. Down bottom of the post. Just barely got the range on that Splinter Blast off the Mud Golem for the kill. Speeding things up for the team there. So first death for Yamich. 2 kills to 0.
Yeah. And DM will pull up a double wave there as they're keeping that pressure onto Ramses and making his life pretty uncomfortable for the moment. As does still only have level 2 on both of them. Level 3 now for Collapse. These Eidolons hitting a little bit harder. They got to be really careful. If you give up urn charges now, this lane starts to become completely unplayable. As it is, it's kind of on a knife's edge already.
Yes, you're going to lead to Fear's prediction of the Spirit Vessel kill on a Timbersaw.
Right.
It's going to, if you die up top, that's your charge who's going to kill DM later on. It's kind of on you at that point.
Well, trying to stay alive here and sort of keep back a little bit from the pressure. And you can see that Hakoda wanted to go and get a pull, but the camp was blocked out. So did go for the D ward, and afterwards, Eidolons are going to split again and push back Hakoda another time.
How about
Man,
Yamich
this top
this
lane
game?
is rough.
Yeah, I know. I'm just watching Yamich, honestly, this whole game. He's just like, he's still level 1. He's just been running around next to Maposhka most of the game. He's going to secure the bottom water rune here. If GPK wants to come to it. He still has toss, so we're just going to ignore Ramses dying again because they're tossing Maposhka into the tower.
Might go down here. Couple more hits. Oh, gets to deny the water rune first, but they do manage to find that kill. And on the other side, you can see that Hakoda will just deny himself. So they take down TA again. Dude, this top lane is a disaster.
Well, they traded for Mira, and then Hakoda killed himself into the neutrals before Collapse could get the kill. So at least there's that, right? Some moral victory up there. Well, mental victory. Not really a moral victory unless they're like suddenly evil on Team Spirit or something. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, morale victory. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, English.
It's only our second language. It's fine.
Yeah,
right? No, it's not.
You guys know I'm French, right? Yeah.
Collapse, toss back in. Can they get him? They turn. Ramses getting healed up, but the Malefice and the urn charges might be enough to bring him down. No more refraction rather. Finally gets barely survived there.
It's tough.
Dang, man.
I understand, but don't worry, I'm there with you. I got you.
I don't even have the excuse of being French.
Wow. I thought you had the Spanish on lock,
There you go.
You get that, I'll get the French. It'll all be fine.
Speak a little bit at least.
Oh, mon Dieu. DM, I got nothing. It's much
Que bueno. Level 6 on GPK and also Toronto, Tokyo. Yeah, we got it, man.
Yeah. So, okay. So who does stuff on Outsiders is a bit of a question, right? Because, sometimes you wind up with this position for Tiny in a draft. I believe it happened earlier, actually, in one of the C games when I was watching, where they kind of need Tiny's Blink Daggers. DM gets zapped. They really needed the Blink on Tiny to start doing stuff. And Yamich will not be getting a Blink for an extremely long time this game. They're going to throw him in the dead lane for 4 minutes or something. From
Ramses
13 to 17 minutes. Can they relax? Ramsey, can you stop dying? I'm trying to make points about your draft here, okay?
I mean, he's letting us know it is not going great. Mira won't be able to sneak that rune away. Might go down to Hakoda here, though. The 2 points in the poison touch and the chase down will be enough to kill him off, along with GPK coming in. Yeah. Scream, done.
Yeah.
But
he was
nothing.
For toss to try the TP, but...
Yeah, Mitch, it's going to be a while for him, definitely.
But at that point, you're kind of relying heavily on DM to buy you a lot of space in this game. And unfortunately, he is the lowest of the cores. Now, mind you, he's not level 6 yet, which is where Timber can actually start threatening a lot in terms of trying to get his own space on the lane. And it makes it easier for supports to rotate to him, too, because you get one disable and the chakra damage can just be pretty brutal. So maybe chakra will be enough to actually get these kills. I worry that they're going to be being very static on the side of Outsiders. Whereas I think that it should be a lot easier for a Team Spirit to just smoke up and go and do stuff. You got Rubik, you got Wyvern, you got Zeus ulti.
Yeah, and
Radiant's
Razor is
turret has
actually
been
kind of
killed.
having a pretty good game here as well. So he can sort of stand in the lane alone, hold on to it.
All right.
If they
But
need
is
to
it
on
that
Yadro.
good of a game, Lyrical? Did you look at his items? Is it that good of a game?
I'm down for it. Why not? Who doesn't love a Midas?
You like the golden glove?
Oh, especially if he can get kills without a DM. Trying to get out of there, but Yadro right on top of him. Slow and steady beatdown. Not quite enough for the kill. Zeus ulti 15 seconds
ulti.
away.
Zeus, sorry.
Unfortunate. No chance for the kill there. Yeah, he's going to
Definitely
be able to
needed
heal through it.
Yeah, he need to bind that once the Zeus gets picked on your team, I think.
Oh, yeah. Ramses might die up top again. Collapse. Has the urn charge, Malefice, and then also Black Hole. Yeah, that's going to happen. Everybody knew that was happening.
I think Ramses knew that was happening. He's just like, yeah, they're going to kill me. Can you guys go do something bottom? I'm just going to try and get as many of these creeps as I can before they kill me.
Are fortified.
All right, Midas Razor.
Running. Trying to get out. Yep, moving in. The Chakram. Sonic Wave. Everything dropped down for that kill. Well, it is 1-4 in terms of carry deaths, but a much needed one there, taking out the Razor. Oh my God, they killed his courier too.
Radiant's bottom
Dude, it's been a rough one for old Ramses here, but he's going to be able to play catch up eventually with these ancients as they do deward the blocked up camp.
Worthy tribute.
Now look at this. Comes on over to try and steal it, but Yadro trying to force them back a bit. Don't feel comfortable, though. I guess GPK is still just a little bit too strong to really come and contest in that area.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
9.5 minutes now, and Team Spirit looking pretty good at this point. While Collapse is pressuring the top side of the map, you can see that Outsiders, after getting some good damage onto the bottom tier one, they're instead just playing in the jungle. They're not trying to close this one out yet on that tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, Voshka's kind of a free kill down there. I feel like he needs to do the fly. Oh, he actually doesn't have a TP,
Dire's
huh?
middle
All
tower
right, well,
is under attack.
Voshka, good luck, bud. Oh, no. Oh, the Huntigans.
Yeah, they knew this was coming. He'll buy a little bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't dedicated. I don't know if there was... Well, okay, Yamish thought, like, okay, he's definitely going to go to the right because, like, he doesn't have a TP, so he's going to hide over here. So I'll go look there, but he actually went left.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Don't get spotted now, though. Uh-oh.
He's hiding.
Oh, man, the vision.
That
It's so
tree
close.
it's very
That tree
wide.
is saving him right now. Yeah, it's a thick tree.
Oh my God. He does
That is
have
crazy.
a tome coming out right now too. So Curse is a little, if it was faster, he might have been able to try and set up here.
That vision line was so close when he went by there. Wow, I cannot believe he survived. Unfortunately, he didn't leech that much XP, but you know, every little bit counts when you're not getting the tome. He just got the tome. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. You might have been able to set something up there if they were waiting a little bit longer. And Mirror already having 6 means that, you know, both supports kind of online now.
Yeah, and you can't really go wrong stealing from Queen of Pain. I mean, sure, getting Dagger is like a little bit lame, but, you know, Blink or Scream or Ulti, you're going to be very happy. Poshka, not very happy. Has the Curse.
He was hoping to get a TP in, but without any extra duration on there, it's just going to die.
Yeah. Definitely something that, I don't know, personally, I've seen the Wyvern players that, Wyvern's becoming more popular thanks to people trying to like, play a mid, play a core and stuff. If you only stun one person with nothing attacking them, it's only 2.5 seconds. It is a reduced duration. You lose a full 2 seconds on that curse just at level 1. So make sure you're getting multiple enemies.
Well, mid lane is where people might be going next. You see Maposhka come back in. Avalanche connect onto both of them. GPK will manage to blink out of there before the danger comes on in. And it's going to be a rune spawning up top. So that's DD there. Claimed for Toronto, Tokyo. Kind of waiting to see if Collapse wants to make a move with the Spirit Vessel to kill the Timber, but he's waiting all the way for Blink, it looks like.
Yeah, I think he's pretty happy with just like the general area he's farming up. He's like Beastmaster Dota right now.
Yeah.
Hanging out, getting some gold. He's got a Midas Razor, you know.
That's fair.
Mira's holding the dead lane. I would say that this has gone very well for outsiders. Like, not that Team Spirit are necessarily, wasting time by farming up like this, but I do think outsiders are probably a little relieved, considering with how some of their heroes started, that they sort of needed this breathing room. Particularly Ramses, of course. He's really showing the prowess of Templar Assassin's farming capabilities to be the top hero on the team, despite having died 4 times, and also above everyone on Team Spirit except for the Enigma.
It's what they need from him. Definitely, is to play a little bit of that catch up now. Do they catch Hakoda here? Miposhka does have a winner's curse, but that again, reduced duration, not going to set up for anything there. So splitting up the map, continuing to let Mira farm down here bottom is super nice for Team Spirit. And we'll just have to wait to see if with these Blink Daggers coming out soon, they try and make a move. Collapse now, a couple hundred gold away from it.
How does Yamich get Blink right now? That would be my question.
He gets 1,300 more gold, I think. That's the way.
Oh, is that how you do it? Yeah, okay. Because they've had Hakoda up top of the lane trying to farm up a Force Staff, trying to buy a little space away from just the Wyvern, and because the initiation overall is kind of weak until they have Blink, so maybe Force Staff's enough to save you. Mind you, that Blink's also about to be there for Collapse. So this is where Yamich wants to be. He wants to be up top farming here, but I think he's scared he's just going to die.
I think he's right about that if he's not careful. Dude needs to be on the edge.
One creep.
Yeah, dude. That feels bad. He's got a keen optic, though, right? He's ready. He needs a Blink Dagger.
Yeah. This is why Earthshaker doesn't work right now. Because this is exactly what Earthshaker tries to do from 13 to 17 minutes when you play position 4. But at least Tiny has so many more capabilities before the Blink Dagger with Ava and Toss and tossing into towers and stuff. And Fisher needs a lot of help to get kills for an Earthshaker. And then you're even more reliant on the Blink Dagger than a Tiny is. So kind of understandable. You don't get to see the glorious hero himself. Damn it, you can't miss last hits. Come on, buddy.
I mean,
oh no,
this
he
is
missed 2. No. Oh god. Don't look, Yosin. Look, go away, quick. Yeah, we can't.
Are scanning.
And I mean, compare this to what Mira's been able to do, right? Stealing this Timber Chain, and he's just staying down bottom. They're going to try and hunt him here. Hakoda, they find him. GPK with the Orchid. TP out. Sonic Wave, it's enough. So they do manage to take down Mira, but not before he finished his Aether Lens, pretty much.
Yeah, and I think that was a you won't do it, Go ahead and ult me if you want. That's a 2-minute cooldown, and now my team's going to come fight you, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're smoking up with the Blink Dagger on the Enigma. And now that that's gone...
Oh, goodbye, Ramses.
This black hole is not easy for them, by the way.
Goodbye, Ramses.
Well,
wait, what? Oh, the Orchid!
Yeah.
Oh, that part's a little easier. I still get the kill.
Yeah.
Hakoda, slowed down. And Yadaro right on top of them. They have a way to break that TP. And will eventually bring down the Dazzle. So 2 quick kills. Not bad.
He didn't let me finish my sentence, but I was going to say, except the Orchid, you see.
Yeah, right.
He just showed up. And then,
Avalanche. Toss. Dead on Yadaro.
Oh, buddy.
So they make
That's
the
Blink
move.
Gold right there.
That's important. Very, very good. I mean, they still managed to get the kill that they wanted. And now, dude, this Orchid is putting in so much work. Although Toronto Tokyo, he punches very hard. Not hard enough. Do they have a way to kill off GPK? I don't think so. Collapse now also in trouble with the winner's curse. Miposhka hoping to make something happen here. Avalanche barely off the mark. Blink away from Collapse. He gets up to the north and is able to escape.
His brain is so big. All right. Well, first off, I'll let you watch Miposhka die. Because he's dying in the triangle. I mean, sorry. Almost watched. He gets hunned down with the DD. All right, so when he was running there, he microed his Eidolons into the Roche pit. Otherwise, he was going to get tossed on and get his Blink canceled from his own Eidolons. And I would have been in such a panic mode. Is that Enigma? There's no way I'm doing that. So, if anything, you're trying to body block, right? Versus most heroes, that's what you do with the Eidolons. But he had that foresight of just oh, right, Tiny. Oh, that's so good, actually, to survive. And now he gets some Eidolons out on the map while he's up here before he even TP's out. And he definitely won't die, right?
No, not going to happen.
That would be ridiculous. GBK not going to hunt him. All right, he's good.
At the same time, it is in the brand like macro sense. This Orchid paying off in such huge fashion. They get the Aegis on the TA, now a 3,000 gold lead. But Team Spirit, you know, they need to sort of come up with some answers to this one. I mean, obviously, like the BKBs are going to be a big thing that they look for.
Kind of for both sides, too. I think that Team Spirit are sort of just going to do their typical thing where they look like they're losing and then they just win.
Right.
You know, they started early with this Midas on the Razor, where they're just like comfortable going late. They want to keep things sort of even. They know they have the end-all be-all of the Enigma later on into this game, too. They don't have any way to cancel the BKB Black Hole either until there's like Meld Hit Bash, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty sick.
You also see this like spam of the waves that Mira has with Chakram ready and then also a Fade Bolt. I mean, he could maybe even just kill Yelich here if he's not careful. Or maybe instead it's going to be Mira that goes down. It throws out the avalanche. TP's out, doesn't manage to make the escape. It was close.
I mean, you get a TP when you die anyway, right? So you might as well these days as support.
Fair. Jump away. Toronto, Tokyo. Looking fine.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But
attack.
tier 1 tower, not so much. Outsiders
Are scanning.
wanting to hit a really strong timing here,
Radiant
and they're
structures
doing
are
it.
fortified. Radiant's
This
middle
puts so much
tower
pressure
is
on Team
under
Spirit on
attack.
like the tier 2 defenses. I mean, they have a Wyvern and they have an Enigma, so it is kind of frightening for
Radiant's
outsiders. They
middle
do need to be
tower has
cautious,
fallen.
particularly when they don't have the Aegis, because you really don't want to just get blown up from a single counter initiation play, which is very, very likely. But their high ground is pretty solid, right? They can kind of like hang back a little bit, and if they try and poke Ramses when he's hitting towers, you always have to worry about like a blink toss play, and then you have to account for the grave.
Toss back.
Initiation.
They find him. Yadaro gets eviscerated as Ramses finds another pickoff here. Tries to TP out. Yelich. Nothing off cooldown. Manages to escape.
Back to pushing the waves. Did finish the BKB at the very least before he died. He bought the recipes, so that did combine when he got back home. So he didn't lose out on too much as the Razor. Just the time spent being dead right now. So now, all right, this is where Dota gets into a bit of a funny situation, I would say. Because for outsiders, like, after this Aegis, I think there's pretty much no point pushing an objective till the next Aegis. Like, I wouldn't even... maybe I'll approach a tier 2 if we smoke and get a kill or something behind the towers. But
Dire's middle
the
tower
fights
is
and the
under attack.
towers themselves are going to be the opportunities for Team Spirit to get back in this game, you know?
Right.
And so you have to sort of temper yourself and be like, guys, aggression is a problem, all right? Like, we can't throw this game. Just keep farming. We're ahead. You know, just play defensive, play reactive. And then I think they'll be okay. But that can be really hard when you're winning a game of Dota. I think we all know that. You all know when you're not supposed to go high ground, but you do it anyway.
It's a tough one. I mean, that's going to be the thing to watch for here is like in the next couple of minutes, when this Aegis expires in particular, things could start to get pretty scary. They're smoked up now with the Quap and the Tiny, and they're actually running into the area where Maposhka is already set up. We'll see if they find him here. Now it's going to be a blink back towards mid. They call off the charge in their own jungle.
They got the read. And this will be great for them, too, because I think they still have, like, 50 seconds? They could push this tier 2 bottom.
Radiant's middle tower
This is,
under attack.
actually, the tier 2 in the mid lane also taking quite a bit of damage, so they can do a little bit of a double push here. And Team Spirit,
top tower
maybe
is
just
under
thinking a
attack.
trade is fine.
Radiant's
As a little
middle
2 for
tower
1.
is under attack.
Right.
Dire's structures are
Yeah,
fortified.
it seems like it. I mean, it's really hard to fight into this lineup with another, how long now on the Aegis? I guess only 30 seconds.
Dire's top tower
But no,
is under
it looks
attack.
like they are sort of committed to sitting behind Yadaro and saying, come back and deal with us. They're glyphing the wave to kill off the catapult towards mid. And they're getting some good pressure on. So a tier 2 tower trade for at least one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
See what Team Spirit's call is here. Mid goes down, and it looks like bottom is also going to drop.
I
So
actually
2
think this
for
was
1.
kind of good for Team Spirit. That was a pretty legit play, I think. Like, again, you do not want to fight in that Aegis. I don't think that benefits you at all. This at least gets you some space, lets you perhaps find some lingering vision that you can leave here that won't get dewarded. They go for a bit of a sneakier ward down by the camp there, as you can see on the right-hand side. Something that's a little less likely to get dewarded and might lead to an opportunity later on, as you do need to find one of those kills. And my only disappointment is, when is Toronto Tokyo going to get an Aghanims? Because right now he's playing that more like close-in build with the Kaya Sanj, which is pretty cool and stuff, and lets you abuse the shard a bit more because you get off more right clicks, which is pretty hype. But the eggs, I feel like it's just like where you turn a game around for Zeus these days.
That's true. I mean, we have definitely seen that become like so impactful, even just for breaking TPs and stuff, considering they don't have that many like stuns on their lineup. But for now, I guess prioritizing some of that survivability is queuing up the Aghanim Scepter, or excuse me, the Yule Scepter. So that might be what he finishes off first beforehand. We'll see. Thunder God's Wrath scouts out the smoke. Sees where everybody is.
Maposhka still choosing to sit up here, though. Is he going to just pop the smoke and try and fly away?
Yeah,
a little unnecessary. Is he just like, if I move, I'm dead?
Hello.
Oh my God,
Goodbye. Oh my God, dude, the jukes. Maposhka, what a god. Oh, sick.
Why though?
Because he can.
Why is he flexing so hard? It's like, I have an Aegis, right? I want a TI. I don't know if you heard.
Oh. Next, Roche is likely going to be that next point of big contention. We're going to see Enigma by that time should have the full BKB completed. Just 200 gold away from finishing off that recipe now. And another big power spike will be coming in with the Heaven's Halberd completed for Yadoro. This is going to be a really good answer for the TA, who won't have the BKB yet.
Don't mind if I do.
Ooh, how good's our shard going to be, though? Pretty damn good, huh? Like, Rubik has no answer to the silence from the Templar Assassin. Zeus before the Yules could get in trouble from that as well.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Wyvern. Yeah, so that could really throw off their team fight. Like, these little traps, like right now, they're running over,
Yeah.
That is something that, when you're casting and you're observing a game, you don't really see. But, like, right now, these traps are just spotting everything. They saw all three heroes. They have a big range that they spot around them. It's huge.
Yeah.
All right, so they know that they're all up in the triangle right now. They've seen 4 heroes standing up here.
I believe
And
they
maybe
spotted
Tokyo
that.
not zapping enough. Not thinking about these right now.
Smoke up afterwards, and we're seeing Yemich maintaining the role that the Wyvern did previously as well. So this is going to be an interesting one to watch, because they have Thunder God's Wrath back up in 10 seconds. So if they get that off to start, as soon as smoke breaks on Yemich, he'll die since he doesn't have a blink to get out afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not really that other target. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
True. It's a
Especially 'cause it's
relatively
a
long
late
spawn.
Roche. Yeah.
We'll watch and see. What do you think about this Timber Saw rushing the pipe first, by the way, having that one done already?
I'm a pipe believer. Item's very good.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's just because there's Zeus. Like, it's just so ridiculous how beneficial it is. And Midnight Pulse being magical too. It's pretty huge.
Yeah. A Razor Plasma Field even, pretty annoying. Can be an interesting one. See how it goes. GPK, BKB done, going into the Sanj and Kaya himself. Looks like Hakoda's going in for that Glimmer Cape, and of course BKB for Ramses eventually. But the big be-all, end-all in these ones is going to be that collapsed black hole with the BKB ready to go.
Oh, he's going for the shard too.
Nice.
Possibly the most annoying shard to play against. I think it might be more annoying than Wind Rangers. Like, just the whole movement thing. Both of them so frustrating in that regard. But the black hole one, it feels like when it's going, like, you can't even turn. Like, I'm concerned if I'm going to get my spell off sometimes. I'll like have something that cancel the black hole, and I'm like, if I start turning here, am I going to get pulled into this vortex in that time frame?
Yeah. No,
Gotta get those spider legs.
It's super annoying. I hate it. All right. Well, a 9K gold lead has been built up by Outsiders over the last couple of minutes. It's just been all their game after that Aegis. And we will see if they go right on in and try and finish this smoke, or if it's going to be a dodge out for a little bit.
If I had to put odds on this, right now we got Dota Plus giving the old 20-80.
Really?
20% for Team Spirit. I think that's pretty fair. They do need to execute. Like, theoretically, this should be easier for outsiders, but going high ground against this lineup, again, is very scary. Particularly, I'll tell you what, if the game is like still a 10K-ish difference when the Agnums comes out for Toronto Tokyo, then I'll be a Team Spirit believer.
Okay. All right. I dig it.
It's pretty good.
What, you
Also,
said the
Ramsey
Agnum
still doesn't have a
Scepter
BKB, and he might not have it for the Roche fight. That could be impactful.
That's true. Definitely. I mean, even if you do have it, like to a certain extent, I mean, you're still just going to kind of get wrecked by Black Hole anyways. Although they don't, like, I don't know. The right-click damage is a little bit weird. I guess even potentially, if Ramses gets Black Holed and he has Refraction BKB up, they might not even be able to burn through like all the Refraction instances. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, the problem is, you're always going to be stacking with the curse, usually.
Yeah,
at
that's
least.
true.
So it's like, it's kind of like when you're playing Wyvern or something, or Enigma, and you have the Tide on your team, and you just get a follow-up after Ravage, and it makes your hero so much better. They just Did they forget they were smoked?
I am not sure. That was not the way to do it. Uh-oh. Well, a quick blink away, and suddenly all these movements are just countered. They're up on the top lane with 5 heroes, and there's no tower to take even. Meanwhile, look at Outsiders. This split across the whole map. They're just outplaying Team Spirit right now.
Yeah, taking advantage of how they're forcing Team Spirit to play. Team Spirit know they need the one big team fight, and Outsiders are just like, single pickoffs don't really matter until it's an actual Roche timing. Now, mind you, they have to at least be aware of that at the moment, since the Roche could be coming up any second. So they have to be thinking like, okay, guys, don't get picked off. So I don't want to give up this Roche. It's not like this game's like kind of even, and then they farm up to the Zeus eggs and we lose. Because that's a very real scenario that can happen. If you are Outsiders, let's check their vision again here. They still have those CA traps in the Ancients, which is absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Need a sentry here, guys, because that's where you're going to want to be playing for this Roche. And like they just saw the Enigma go up and around there too.
Dire's middle tower
So
is under
you just
attack.
need vision around the pit right now for your Outsiders.
DM steps forward, and that trap scouts out. Hey, there was vision there as well. Trap on the high ground, sentry ward to boot. They have great vision still around this pit.
Hakoda wants to do a loop-de-loop and take over the Radiant Agents. He wants to smoke and run all the way around
Dire's
up to the
top
Agents. I don't know.
tower
We'll
is
see,
under
though.
attack.
He drew it on the map, but the team's not quite in the right position for it.
The benefit is that they've already taken that tier 2 mids. They have so much more like free room to run around here. And yeah, they're taking over high ground. Mira caught. Ghost Scepter tries to live in some trouble. Chakram's going to come back out. And the soul burn is enough to kill the Rubik. And now, I mean, 17 seconds till Roche is up. They got to be super careful here. Dude, did they just run up on him? Outsiders walk forward. Maposhka caught. They get the Orchid. Abatos collapse. Going for the black hole. Connects onto one. But Ramses just kills him in the duration of it. Oh no. Now the chase. Yadaro trying to survive through this. But another Abatos. And Outsiders just spank Team Spirit.
I love that Yamich was just holding these obs. And this is a big part of Templar Assassin that you don't really talk about, but and they're gonna no stuns left. So basically what happened was that because they had these sweet traps around and they were able to maneuver themselves in these positions, Yamish was just holding wards, right? So like they actually scan near the pit, he blinks forward and drops his observer sentry combo right below the Roche pit. So that let him see that the Rubik was there, they initiate on the Rubik, they get the kill. Then he just runs high ground and he plants the wards up on the pillar because he doesn't need like the in-between wards, he's just dropping wards for team fights.
Yeah.
And that's what leads to this whole victory. Is because like he doesn't care. Like even if he had died, it wouldn't have mattered. Because he's just breaking up the combo that they're gonna have and ensure that like they don't get this perfect initiation onto his team. Very well played from Outsiders.
And now you've got a shard not only on Ramses, but also on this Queen of Pain. So the need to dispel these silences becomes that much more intense. And they don't really have like that many great answers. I mean, BKB is going to be the big one, obviously, but you've got that right now on Enigma and Razor. Game is looking tough, Trent. Game is looking very tough.
You know, they are in their domain now, though.
Radiant's top
If they want to
tower
push
has
in and they want to go
fallen.
high ground, that is where the fear will be. Big AoE spells. Pretty good at clearing waves as well, so you
Radiant's
can't
top
get
tower is under attack.
too aggressive from outsiders without being a bit cautious.
DM is here.
And the winning play is to play lame. Just don't engage first.
Sounds like you and Melee. Perfect
that's right, buddy.
performance. Outsiders are going to try and run them down here. They find Mira. No avalanche. Not able to get it in time. But Team Spirit. God. Wait a minute. Have they overextended? They don't have Black Hole. There's no way.
It's all right.
Yeah,
They're
they
on the
just
low
can't do
ground.
anything.
You're allowed to
Fair.
poke them on the low ground.
Dire's middle tower is under
Jeez.
attack. Dire's
Yeah, this
structures are
is looking rougher and rougher. Outsiders getting what they need here. 30 minutes in and 17,000 gold lead. Thunder God's Wrath just to scout things out.
I wonder if he was scared to clear this wave by that tower. And he wondered if they were just like smoked up nearby.
That could be, yeah.
That's a possibility, right? With the Tiny being there. They could try and just set up a cheeky play like that. He has Force Staff, so this is the funnest way to play Tiny. When you're trying to siege high ground and you just you blink, toss them, and then force yourself out.
Yeah, for sure.
Discount Pudge.
So strong.
Pudge for when you can't aim. Just point and click blinking adventure.
Dire's
That's
middle
perfect.
tower is under
I
attack.
like that.
Radiant's
This
top tower is under
Dakota
attack.
Dazzle too has been pretty fun to watch. It's the Shadow Wave heal now. Oh my god. What an insane person Ramses is. Force Staff gets him away though. Toss in one. Yamich still hanging on to that avalanche. Tosses it out. DM there for the follow-up if they need to. Ramses ready to go back in for another round of this now. But instead, they're just going to take
Radiant's
down this
top
tower, it
is
looks like.
under attack.
Nobody wanting to overextend from either side here. Team Spirit
Radiant's
wants that
top
perfect
tower
play.
has fallen.
Oh, is there anything worse than trying to sync up the perfect ultis? I hate this kind of situation with Spirit. I mean, it feels so good when you hit it, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
But now, after all of this tension and this buildup, I feel like we're going to see a curse and a black hole overlaid on top of each other. I can feel it, you know?
Well, and I mean, beyond that, you've just got like these ranged heroes that don't really stick together that often. It's a tough
They
one.
do when you pull them in with the gravitational
See.
black hole shard.
I like it. This is the way. They got to do it. Jeez. And also, I mean, TA is about to have 25. Ooh. Wait a minute. Mira just
Mira.
gets blown up. Okay. And Yamich is 3-1 and 11. Yikes.
He's had a pretty quiet game. You know, running around, waiting, and then it exploded. But for the first 15 minutes, he he was, you know, kind of just hanging out.
True.
He's a late game
Sheepstick
force,
done.
this guy.
Ramses, still a minute left on this Aegis. Pops Refraction, has BKB in the backpack. And it looks like we'll try to bring down the tower. Dude, they're playing it so safe.
Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly how you need to play versus this Team Spirit lineup. I'm very pleased by how Outsiders are doing this. Because so many teams would just throw themselves into this and give an opportunity for them to come back. And that's what Team Spirit have been relying on with some of these games where they've looked weaker. And I'm sure that Outsiders have seen these situations where they're like, they should not be 8-0. These guys should have lost matches by now.
Right.
But they're always able to clutch it out. And this would be the true clutch factor here. Oh, the stolen traps, though. That is pretty huge. Unfortunately, it didn't result in a kill. Would have been nice.
Well, they, like you said, back out of there. Can't find these heroes for the kill. A Daedalus completed now for Ramses. And he's going to TP over to the other side of the map and try to finish off that level 25, assuming for the meld hit bash. And now, at that point, you're going to have so many potential answers for this. Well, I guess just the one answer for BKB Enigma besides kill him.
But at least it's one. So
I
many
mean, that's
more.
a pretty good one. It's fair. I mean, to be honest, he might just get, like, side-bladed to death. Like, depending upon the angle.
Oh, yeah. No, they got to hit everybody. Like, he basically needs to go for a black hole on the Queen of Pain, and then Maposhka will just be looking to curse the TA, because Ramsey still doesn't have a Lincoln's.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be pretty hype if DM bought a Lincoln's. I feel like that's actually the item. But BKB is also understandable.
Oh, yeah. So much of the damage is magical. It's hard to do anything else against it. They catch another wave here. What about the Razor? He's getting closer, is about to finish off AC, but also doesn't have a way to get it easily. Might need to send that courier on a little bit of expedition.
I feel like Yadaro's had a pretty boring game. 2-4-2, you know? Playing Razor with no real fights. So just, I mean, at least he bought a Midas. He's like, yeah, nice. I mean, in hindsight, maybe if you didn't buy Midas, maybe you could have been more active or something. But, you know, we don't talk about that. You're in a late game, you have a Midas. You just be happy.
I couldn't tell if that was a double smoke again or not.
Scanning.
But Radiant scanning ahead of them.
Oh, look at this.
Looking for a jump.
Radiant's top tower is
GPK.
Dude,
Gonna
he
get
jumps.
jumped.
Dude.
Malefist, black hole, everything dropped, and he's gonna die. And also Ramses, yeah, he got pulled into that one. Couldn't get the melt hit bash, but they do still find the kill. Yadaro running in, gets the AC delivered to him. Thinking about going with the link onto Ramses. Silence! Oh no, the silence, the BKB wore out. Yadaro has to run out of there. Pushka able to get the blink back, but with the buyback coming from the Tiny, they got their eyes set on Mira next, who Ghost Scepters tries to TP out. Does manage to escape.
Dude, Maposhka's insane. I cannot believe he survived that fight. He distracted DM. I mean, I say distracted. DM did the right thing. He just chased the Wyvern the whole time. That's what you're supposed to do to make sure that your other heroes don't get cursed. That's your role at this point.
Right.
And he somehow managed to blink away from him. Absolutely insane. But they did get the break here, right? They got Yadaro. Now they're moving forward. Queen's dead, but I think you're okay to poke this high ground.
Yeah, they're chilling here waiting. And again, I mean, they did use the black hole, but they're able to get the bring down at least one time. Winner's Curse afterwards, not quite enough. The follow-up's not looking like it's there. They don't have the damage. Avalanche that was stolen and thrown out from Mira, trying to kill off Yemich. He is going to get brought down low, but not enough for the finish. So for now, at least, they keep a hold of their racks.
Yeah. Keep poking and prodding here on the Ramses. Has BKB back in a couple seconds. Keep the range on that. Whoa, careful now.
Avalanche, lift up. Oh my god, collapse. Almost just got one shot there by the side blades. He's still 70 seconds away from Black Hole. They need a little bit more time as Toronto Tokyo going to pause the game here, but we do have Avalanche and Lift Up again soon, also TPing in right away on the Razor. Has Halberd ready.
Toronto Tokyo also has an A on this finish. The courier is just returning back with it. He's sending on a long mission to the secret shop.
Okay.
So he will have the disassemble available there. Or rather, the assemble available, I should say. For that perfect situation. And now he'll go back for the Aghanims.
He's getting close to it. I mean,
So how,
it's tough, but there's chances.
How about that courier bait, though? That was kind of cool. Because it's a very common situation to try and like get your courier to the secret shop. And they smoke behind it like that. Actually led to that initial kill on the Queen of Pain. I don't really think the GBK was expecting that one.
No, that's good. I mean, that's what they need to do. You got to do whatever you can to make these types of plays.
Dude, how many Aeon are we getting here? We got Dazzle's building one. Tiny has one ready to assemble as well.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to get an Aeon disc?
Quap, yeah.
What an item. Oh, yeah, she's even popped hers yet.
Well, 37 minutes. This is next round of neutrals coming out. Unfortunately for Team Spirit, they don't even have tier 3 done yet. God, they need to get out of their base.
That hurts.
No tier 3 neutrals
They
for
don't
Team
have
Spirit.
any? Not even one?
Nope.
Wow, that is painful.
Yeah. And they're going to smoke out now. I think that they're going to go try and get some, maybe. Or I'm not sure, but they really need to, because holy moly.
Yeah, I mean, you start seeing things like Spell Prism, Stormcraft, you're like, yeah, that'd be really good.
Dire scanning. They miss on the scan, though. Oh, and they're in the pit. This is the moment. Maposhka. Gets right on top of him. Lift there onto one. Tries to find the kill, but no. The Hex is out afterwards. They find Collapse. He does survive through that initial initiation. Oh, that was the moment. That was supposed to be it. Aghanim Blessing still on the ground. They find any more afterwards. They got to get out. Yeah, Team Spirit just need to run. There's no way this fight ends up well for them. So they're all TPing away. And Toronto Tokyo jumps up to the high ground. No TP available for him. So they will bring down the Zeus as well. He had finished his Aghanim Scepter, which means no buyback.
Did you see who they gave it to?
Yeah.
Hakoda takes it. So now he has the good juju and he can refresh. He just refreshed everything on the Queen of Pain.
Oh my god. That's devastating.
That is actually so sick with A on disc.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Dude, what if GPK goes refresher? Does that work? Am I crazy?
No. Pretty sure it's
okay.
the same rules as always.
Okay. Cooldowns by 50% and becomes an active ability that can cast an allied unit to refresh all item cooldowns. Man. Well, 34,000 gold. They jump in, they hex, they find him. But won't go for any extra follow-up right now. Ramses disarmed, but backs away. And they're just going to wait this one out. Now, that does mean that there's going to be Zeus available, but you got to get through 2 rounds of this here. This is a rough one.
The positioning as well, again, from outsiders here.
So good. Ramses, Sonic Wave, stolen, turns onto him, tries to kill him, but the Grave comes out in time. Rubik barely going to survive through it. The DOT coming out. They do get the winner's curse, but there is no follow-up.
He was halberded.
They can't do it. Oh, it hurts. They buy back. They're trying so hard to make this work, but it is not going to happen, at least for now. We'll see if they can do anything else to mount a defense, but another Rax is down. Going to head mid and then probably top to close this one out as Outsiders have just looked so impeccable. 40k gold lead at 40 minutes.
Yeah, this was a surgical game, and they needed it, right? They're just cutting out those little pieces of Spirit one by one, breaking apart the machine.
Comes on in again. The Hex is there. Yemich, Abba, toss back right on top of Ramses. Turns. He does have BKB Black Hole afterwards, but it was never going to happen. They bring down that Enigma. Yemich chased, trying to get away. He manages to leave. One last round, though. The Thunder God Wrath ends his life. Buyback now from Enigma. Wants to chase down Ramses, but force-staffed away. And they can't get onto anybody.
All right, DOTA Plus says 0%. This is where the comeback begins. It's go time. It's what they were waiting for.
Oh, my God. Dude, they still don't have tier 3 items. Dude, this is so sad. Oh,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No.
Like, to be 41 minutes in and have no tier 3 items, that is crazy.
It hurts. Toronto Tokyo, he just wants to make anything happen here, but they can't do it. Stolen Chakram won't make a difference. The Outsiders just going to let him sit and think about it a little bit while they finish this off, and they get a leveler. So this is end game scenario here.
Yo, someone go, please. Who is buyback?
Yeah, literally.
Someone go farmers neutrals. No one has buyback. Can't go.
Oh, Collapse is ready. He just wants to black hole somebody. Coda.
I think the Iron Branch is what'll really get it for him.
Okay. Lift, pull, back in, chakram out. Heal is there. Grave is good. Ramses tickling on down, but lives through in the end. So much committed, so little gained. And Ramses is unconcerned. Meanwhile, the wraparound. Yemich looking for a target. Who does he find? Ready for the jump. Mira is the one that's there. Poor old Rubik going to be pulled back in and killed off. Ramses in the meantime
DM is trying to sell this thing used next game. He still hasn't used his BKB. It's still at 9 seconds.
And they move on in. Take the last reign of Rax. A smoke up. One last gasp here. Collapse wanting to make something happen, but you can see just DM right in front of everybody. The wall stopping initiations in their tracks.
Radiant's top barracks.
And the jump forward. Ramsey finds around Tokyo. He does manage to jump away. Hex afterwards onto the Razor. Maposhka dying in the Ancient. Sonic Wave out, not quite enough. Collapse waiting for his moment, but his moment will not come in time as they lose the Razor and look to be going out with a whimper.
Horn toss was a lot less stressful in this black hole.
Oh, they got Yamich. They got him. What a win. GG out.
GG.
They got the one guy they wanted. Gives them the tip afterwards. And game number 1 convincingly going the way of Outsiders.
That was clean. Very impressive stuff. It looked like just like strong leadership from Outsiders that game. Like whoever was making the calls, or if it was the whole team together, whatever. I don't get to exit. Hi, there I am.
Hey,
Not
it's you
actually
again.
the results screen. Yeah, whoever, and maybe it was the whole team, just felt like they were on the same page, very disciplined, which is exactly what you need when you play versus a bunch of team fight, right?
Yeah.
You do not want to just get caught by Black Hole and Winter's Curse and lose the game. That's a terrible way to lose. And I'm just really, really impressed. I thought for sure they would give up a couple bad pushes, but they were extremely chill.
That's true. And, recognizing the strength that they had at various points, I think that if there's anything we could learn from today, it's just that, Razor, not a good hero. Very sad hero. This is 2 games in a row now, I think, where we had Razor Zeus as like a core combo together. And that just feels bad. Lightning Boys,
They're both zappy.
they don't go together.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see. Maybe they'll come up with something else in the next game. But for now, we're going to go to a quick break. When we get back, the panel's going to break down the action. We'll see you then.
this series might not be going the way we all expect, as this game 1 goes to Outsiders. And I know you guys didn't really like the draft for Spirit, but something you guys praised them a lot was their ability to be able to still really stay in a game, to be able to pull it back, even if they don't do so well in the laning phase. But with this one, they weren't able to get it done. I'll say it again, Outsiders did take game 1 off of Team Spirit. What do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the game first or the draft? I'll let you guys decide.
I mean,
Every game starts with a draft.
that's true.
Okay, all right. All right. Fear, you can start then with
Take it away, Fear.
the downfall of Spirit's draft.
Well, I don't know if there's a downfall. We'll go with that. So, like, it just was missing certain elements if you compare it to, like, Outsiders draft. Like, it's not a very complete draft. Like, they have, like, 4 range intelligence heroes. Very squishy draft, along with the Razor. It just felt like even if the game, like, went well for them, there's always a point where, like, you know, Timber or Tiny could jump on a hero with all his TA and instantly, like, delete them. They're missing initiation as well. They really have to hit these curses on top of black holes. It was too much of one thing, you know. They went all in on, like, the magic damage and, like, the team fight ultimates, and they didn't really have much of that, like, skirmish potential. They didn't really have, like, that initiation like you have with the Tiny or the Timber going in, creating the chaos. It was really hard for, you know, Collapse to get these black holes, because who's going to go in first in these fights to, like, make space for, you know, these team fight ultimates to be available?
Mm-hmm. Did you find that there was anything impressive still about Spirit and the way they played Sheep with that lineup?
I mean, I think they used their early timing, or they tried to make their early timings work well. There was a lot of good timings in this game. Like Rubik forcing the Quap ult bot, and then they instantly have that, like, Enigma blink. They smoke up with it. They get the kill on Ramsey's mid, on his TA. Like, these things are very nice. Like, this is still a team that knows when they can fight. I think at one point they had Aegis on Outsiders, and Spirit still smoked up because they wanted to take a good fight. Like, I still feel a lot of confidence when I watch Spirit play. Even when they're behind, when they're losing, they don't look lost. Like, they have ideas and know how they want to play. Yeah, like, on the opposite side, Queen of Pain, GPK, he got his Orchid timing. He absolutely popped off. I know he was hiding top for a bit, waiting to see if someone would push there. Instantly TP's bot. You know, goes for a kill there, rotates back instantly to mid, gets more kills with his Orchid. Like, he was having so much impact with this.
Was there a hero that really stood out for you on Outsiders? Because, you know, I know you guys didn't like the Dazzle. Did it have an impact that you liked in the laning phase? Was it that Tiny? Was it the TA? Did you see, you know, that Quap? We didn't really pick it, even though we talked a lot about it needing to be mobility for their last pick. Did they kind of all hit what they needed to hit and have those movements together as a team?
Well, I definitely really like TA, like the vision that he gave with his traps. Team Spirit just did not de-ward those 2 traps in their triangle, and that gave away a lot. It was like one time they tried to smoke to top, looking for a kill, and they had all walked over the TA traps, which meant that you know, Outsiders know that they were all grouped up, which likely meant they were going to smoke, so that just got broken by Tiny, and the move just failed completely. Like, that was, like, very, very good.
As far as heroes, I mean, I must say, like, the TA ended up going, like, 0-4 in lane, so I'm not sure if that was Dazzle had much lane impact there. I mean, he did have
I'm just
some...
giving you the floor to really drive home the Dazzle point.
He had some nice graves later on in saves. He ended up saving a lot of people. I mean, maybe it's impossible for me to be impressed by this Dazzle hero just because of how the hero, like, plays out, right? Nothing too flashy. You'll see a grave save every once in a while. But I have not been impressed so far with the laning stage of the Dazzle. However, they did pick the Enigma to, like, not get poison touched, right? So they did counter pick him. So you could say in a way that Dazzle made Spirit draft him the way they did to have, like, an incomplete lineup. So
didn't he die to the Dazzle? Didn't Enigma die in lane?
I mean, I just remember watching TA die like 4 times in lane. So
Yeah, I mean,
think that
That's the
overshadowed
one thing
everything
he was
else.
focused on.
I remember seeing Dazzle slay the Enigma.
And then Enigma came back and slayed TA.
Okay, and?
All right, no, that was it.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, that was the only thing that mattered was just that little play out in the lane. Nothing else for that game.
Nothing.
Absolutely
Didn't
nothing.
care about the rest of it.
Didn't even watch. Wasn't worth it.
Wasn't worth it. Just that one interaction. What is going to be worth it though is a game 2. It's going to be happening very soon, and I'm hoping that Team Spirit can come back and force us to a game 3.
I told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you can know what I was up to. Oh, don't you get that it's just stupid? Hey, just hear me out. It's been a while since we were good, so why we dragging out when we've been doing everything we could? I don't wanna feel so lonely tonight. Every time we spend time, I wanna do this for the last time. I don't need it, no, I don't need it, no, don't need you here to feel alright. It's crazy how we started off so good. Every single hour with you vanished just like that. But now it feels like I've been trapped, and I can't believe how you don't see it
Welcome back, guys. We are going to be jumping into game 2 between Outsiders and Team Spirit very soon. I got to fix this posture. Oh, it's just
That's right. Sit up straight. You're tall.
Is that-
I'm relaxing.
You're just like slouching in this chair, embracing the posture.
This chair's great.
I don't like that
I
chair.
don't know why. It's like great. It's
Pure
like,
sleeper.
you go all the way back. Yeah, see?
Go.
He's
Relaxed.
getting settled.
I
We're
might fall
all,
asleep if I sit here too much longer. I gotta
we're
wake up.
all
See ya.
getting comfy, getting ready for this game 2. It'll be happening very, very soon. Hopefully the series does go to a game 3. But if we want it to make it the distance, what is Spirit going to have to change up? Yes, Fear over there.
I think Clap should play one of his signature initiators. 1 second. And
Oh,
I
you're
just
not
think
the teacher. Yes, sheep, go.
no,
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Yes. Finish your point, Fear.
no. I just want to see a more well balanced like lineup from Team Spirit. Like the carry choice is fine. I don't hate Razor. I think the heroes that were left in the pool were quite limited to deal with like the Timber Saw. But like really wanted to see like something more from Collapse. Like he had a great game over on the Enigma, but like he couldn't get the big black holes off because they didn't have any melee heroes that could get in there and like they jump on and then the black hole come after. You don't initiate with black hole, you counter initiate. And yes, sheep.
Oh my god, thank you. And also, you know, like when he did black hole, TA just kind of 3-shot him while he was black hole. If he didn't catch the TA, he would just die.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like a need of stuns. He just got killed straight up. It feels bad.
That is
Maybe
really
just
feels bad.
Ban the Timbersaw so you don't feel like holding your
First
draft.
phase?
Huh?
You
Yeah,
could, I
just
guess.
ban it. It's like if it's comfort for them, if they're gonna first phase it, if it's gonna limit your ability to draft that much, ban it and then pick your comfort.
Do you think the Timber is a hero though that should be limiting their draft in this way, or have Spirit potentially gotten in their own heads about the Timber?
I mean, at
It
least
wasn't the
this
Timber,
batch,
right?
they've
It was the Dazzle, right?
The Dazzle.
The Dazzle made them draft the way they did. The
For
Timber
sure.
was
Yeah, they're
just
like, oh,
an
no axe.
afterthought.
like,
Don't know what
oh,
I'm gonna pick.
like, oh god, I need to pickaxe, and then like they just panicked afterwards. Yeah,
It's like, what do I pick versus Dazzle? This hero is too OP.
let's pick a big team fight ult that can be
And
countered
so they
by
picked
Grave.
5 heroes that were not melee, so they couldn't get poison touched. That's
So smart.
it was all the Dazzle, really.
Yeah.
This is why Fear won TI for real. It's because he was able to
Get
ban
in-
Dazzle in the moments that
Every
counted.
No,
game.
he got in the head of his opponents who were in the head of him. So really, he was just back in his head after passing through the head of the opponents.
Who was in my head?
What? You won, bro. That's all that matters. You won. You won, bro. But we're also all winners as a Game 2 draft is coming our way.
Wow.
Yeah, we all
Okay.
get to win because at the end of the day, we got our friendship.
Okay. I was wondering where that was going. Really had to think about that one.
It's the power of friendship that really wins out here. And
True.
also guessing some bands and picks.
Mm.
Don't look.
Are you
I
sure?
already looked, so
Are you sure we're friends? Because
There's only
I
one.
actually remember reading a Reddit comment that said that due to like a eyebrow twitch from Fear once during a panel, he actually hated us and thought we were stupid
Do you
when
hate
we were
us?
speaking. So I just need to confirm: is that
Oh, there's the Twitch! There's the Twitch! He hates us!
no, I don't hate you. It's always a
Oh,
wonderful
no.
experience
Oh,
talking
thank
about
you.
Dota 2.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank
with
you.
guys. Yeah.
Thank you. I was gonna see if you was gonna add on the end with you guys. Oh,
Whoa.
hey, look at those statistics. Our friendship stats are higher than
We're
that.
trying to find the draft here.
Yeah, we
we
were.
got
did
it? Viper's banned
5 seconds
as
remaining.
as expected. DM, you know, if there's anything more scary than his Timbersaur, it's his Viper.
Toxic
So true.
player.
Apart from that time he fed on it, but you know what can you do?
Part of the day had a really bad showing.
That's just the ways of Viper.
Sometimes you play good, sometimes you play like trash.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to ban the Timber now because they did ban Monkey, which is one of the more popular heroes versus the Timbersaw. If they want to fill
Dire
cornering it.
team.
Otherwise, the Dazzle. Oh no.
Oh.
They both got through.
Alright, during that whole kerfuffle, I lost my in-ear, so I'm gonna find it.
All right,
Okay,
that's
all
Thank
fine.
you.
We'll all be quiet and watch.
No, please don't. Don't
So
draw
is
more
Team
attention to it.
Spirit going to deny
she's
pick the Dazzle first pick here? Block pick
10
rather. Sorry.
seconds remaining.
Sorry, block the Dazzle. Did you just say?
Yeah, is Team Spirit going to first
No.
pick Dazzle?
Yeah, they
to
should.
block
No.
it,
Yes.
No, they're not.
They
and
should
force
first-
outsiders into an uncomfortable and miserable drafting situation as Team Spirit was in Game 1.
No.
Team Spirits,
No.
time to pick.
No.
Okay, they're gonna. You know what they should do?
What?
They should just dual pick on 5. Like they should pick Dazzle and Timbersaw right now. And that way,
But
outsiders
they're going to
can't have
steal
either.
Dazzle. Right
No,
now.
no, they should pick both heroes right now.
They only have one pick right now.
Well, they can
10
just pick both.
seconds remaining.
We'll break the game.
Good
and pick
talk.
both.
This, we're really analyzing this one.
Yeah, Puck. That one was banned last time.
Okay,
So Spirit pick it up.
I love Puck. Puck's good against Dazzle and it's good against Timbersaw.
Weasel its way in.
Puck is entering territory
Dire
of Void
team
Spirit
pick.
for me.
Yeah,
It's
has
like
been
very-
bored of it.
Yeah, I'm super bored.
Okay. I think I really like this response though. Something that locks down the Puck and also does damage. Like in the past, we've seen DK Skywrath together. I think Zeus is a little bit more in the meta right now than Sky. So
And
That's
I feel
a
like
good
Void
preference.
Spirit's
10
more in the meta
seconds
than
remaining.
DK.
yeah, but the DK can still go off lane.
5 seconds
It's not locked
remaining.
into mid.
That's true, but
Void-
isn't Puck kind of locked into mid though? Like,
Yeah.
what's the point of
Team
flexing a
Spirits,
DK?
turn to
Well,
ban.
Maybe they potentially want to want to win mid lane really hard with like some cheesy matchup and just have their stun in the game for off lane, I can build a case for it if you want.
Yeah, sell us on it.
Okay.
Sure, I'd love it.
Okay, so what they could do here is you need a stun for Puck regardless, and DK is a good stun, and he can flex either to the off lane or to the mid, but he doesn't really win super hard versus Puck mid. They could pick something better in the mid matchup versus Puck, which I'm not sure what that would be. Maybe a Kunkka. That one hurts, but he can't catch the Puck, so if they do both those, they could win the mid lane really hard while still having the stun to catch him later on in the game.
Okay, I'm told.
Man's been drinking mate at the speed of he's talking. Holy.
This is rapid fire.
All right, my case has been built, or his case has been built. I agree with it. The handshakes all around. Very good.
I'm going to point out something super interesting and super cool.
Okay.
Is that in game 1, Outsiders bans were Puck and Dawnbreaker, and wouldn't ya have it? That's a big yawn. Team Spirit pick up Puck and Dawnbreaker in first phase.
Yeah.
Here in game 2.
Feels kind of bad for Outsiders because when they give away Puck, like, you don't want to take that Dawnbreaker because it doesn't have the lockdown for Puck. I mean, it's still a strong hero, but they've chosen rather to just like try and straight up address the Puck, and Dawn doesn't do that, so it does end up giving it away. Hero's giga strong though.
I love playing Dawnbreaker with these Void Spirit Puck heroes that have like invulnerability in a way that can just get into the middle of the fight. It makes it like super easy to get your ultimate off because like Puck can go in, drop the coil, get in the middle of everything, and then also not die. And you can also save them too with the heal, right? These heroes like can get caught off guard without like their save ability up, and the heal will be enough to just like get them out of dangerous situations, but also adds to the team fight quite a lot. So it's a pretty good combination.
Can I ask you about an interaction? Because I was playing Dawnbreaker with a Void Spirit on my team, and when he used his, you know, when he like sinks into the ground, and I tried to ult on that, and it did not work. Does the same thing happen with phase shift?
Yeah, he's probably not on the map, but you use it like before he does that.
I mean, yeah, he's swap aroundable, but yeah, it's very annoying.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
so can we get that
so
fixed?
Even
Thank you.
Yeah. So if Dragonite
they're
stuns
not
Puck all this
untargetable,
game,
so,
you know,
like,
Dawn's
why
there
would
to
you
ult
want to
anyway.
target
It's all
them?
good. What? Why'd you want to
Yeah,
target
no,
the
he's
Puck?
right. No, if they're technically untargetable, that's why you can't target them to put your ult on him.
Well, yeah, but I'm an ally. I should be allowed to. I should have their like
break the rules for me.
I should have a tracker on them, you know, GPS all the time, so I can get that all off.
Wow, so you stalk your allies with GPS?
Yeah.
Yeah, she put
in the field of battle.
She put Find My iPhone on her phone.
I don't know if
so
we
she
can be
hunt me
allies.
down
Sorry.
every day.
So, Fear, I have to question, like, why were you at Target on Sunday at 9 p.m.?
9 p.m.
Super suspect.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been. Is it even open at 9 p.m.?
Yeah, it's open till 10 p.m.
Oh, I see.
I
was
just
getting
that out. I was
getting some last minute shopping in.
You never know for those last minute nighttime necessities.
All right, wonderful, guys.
Like picking up an ogre.
Tanky boy.
Some last minute made in vodka. Get me through my nighttime pubs.
He really is maximizing his day and night out there.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, okay, do you guys want to talk about it? Do you not want to talk about it?
He's got 2 heads. He's slightly overweight.
Holy shit, I said talk about it, not fucking roast him. Oh my god.
Now said the swear word again. She's on her like
oh my
8th F word
god,
of
you
the
guys
week.
have been dropping swear words today. Thank you very much. Just because mine has more weight to it.
Fear, if you were to be an
A
ogre
swear
magi,
word? Which one would it be?
I could quite literally tell you every reason why Ogre's good this game, if you want.
Why would it?
Yes.
Or
Yeah,
would you
but
rather
what head
meme?
would you rather be if you had to be one?
I mean, I would be like the bigger one. The small one looks really funny.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I mean, the other one, like the big head looks dumb. The other one just looks disfigured.
Oh my god. I'd be the small head then. I'd be the small head.
Okay. Alright, so let's balance that out. Give us one reason why Ogre Magi is good.
I'll give you 2.
Damn.
In lane for Dawnbreaker, she starts channeling her Starbreaker, her Q. You can cancel that with your Fire Blast, so you stay patient. Number
Hell
2.
yeah.
First Puck, also the Fire Blast, very good versus heroes. It's not instant cast, but it is still a fairly fast stun and decent lockdown. And plus Ogre, he's big and beefy, we talked about, which means he doesn't go down easily to Puck's like 1-2 nuke combination. It'll take a lot of items for Puck to be able to kill this ogre before he gets his fire blast off, and that is it.
Damn.
2 points for 2 heroes.
Thank you. You actually answered my follow-up question, which was why ogre over a hero like lion or shaman, which have instant hexes. But thank you. That was very insightful.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, if Puck has vision, you can instant kill both those heroes.
So true.
So it's really comes like a battle of positioning, which both those heroes are still good. I mean, Lions just completely fell off the planet, but
That's not
I
true.
could
Boom
be-
was playing it.
A little bit
Right?
blind, by the way.
I'm sure they lost.
Yes, they did play it.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually lost with it. But the thing I was going to say about Ogre, and I could be a little bit blind, but I actually think this is the first time we're seeing it in Div 1 Eastern Europe for this tour.
I have no idea. They're not fact checking
I've
on
definitely seen
I
this
am
hero.
looking at the facts,
that. Okay.
and I'm almost
Don't remember if it's Eastern Europe.
100% positive this is the first time we're seeing it in Div 1 Eastern Europe.
But
Can I,
guess what's
can I
also
challenge
like-
that?
Yeah.
No, okay, sure.
All right, I'm just gonna challenge that.
Okay, well, here you go. Here. Here are the facts. Not in the list, buddy. So I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
I can't see from here.
Okay,
Yeah,
while
he's
those two
wrong.
blind people are looking at lists of heroes, Team Spirit Juggernaut is pretty hype. This is like a hero that we've seen lose quite often. I know Fear's very not sold on the hero as a carry, but Team Spirit have won with it, have looked dominating with it. I
Lone
think
Druid.
they like to buy, if I'm thinking correctly, Yotaro buys like Mjolnir into like Basher. And yeah, they win, they dominate with it. It looks good. I'm hyped to see him play it again.
Yeah, he's gonna buy Mjolnir Shard, like every Juggernaut does. Maybe a Manta if he needs it.
Yeah,
He's gonna spin around.
yeah.
Team Spirit's turn to ban.
Now he's gonna get linked. We're gonna see Razor. If history repeats itself, we're gonna go to game 3.
Yeah. Well, what I really like about this jug pick, at the very least, despite the link, is that there is no real like breaking of the Omni Slash. We've seen so many Omni Slashes get like Faceless Void, like jumps
10
it off,
seconds
so and so, like phase shift, people just leave. Like at
5
least this
seconds
DK,
remaining.
Ogre, and stuff, they should just die to it. Hopefully, there is
Unless
high
there's a
armor on
Lotus Orb.
DK, but
Then you can never.
yeah, if there's a Lotus, that would be a problem. But maybe he can just Omni Slash someone next to the Lotus, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this Jug does. I mean, I would have just instant picked Lone Druid if I was on Outsiders, but that's just me.
That's just
Or
you.
a special breed of
Yeah.
Lone Druid players. You're playing versus Puck, you're playing versus Clock, or you're playing versus Jug. It's actually the freest game ever. It's pretty good versus Dawnbreaker too, but
Okay.
not everyone wants free wins, and I respect that. Sometimes you want to grind for that win.
I think something tells me Fear like did not like drink his milk today. He's just really grouchy on edge. Like he's really flaming a lot of people.
Maybe he had some sour milk or something.
Yeah,
It's a little bit off. It's because he missed his 9 p.m. Target trip. That's why. That's why he didn't pick up his milk from Target. That was the issue. That's why he's a bit grouchy. He didn't have any milk. It was all off.
It's true.
Team ban.
Well,
I can't deny that.
okay, well it's all good. So something else that Jug does really nicely is that when he picks up his Mjolnir, he does a lot of AoE damage because when you're Omni
does.
slashing, all of the procs are going off. So during this whole idea is that they're gonna coil, they're gonna Omni slash. Like everyone inside the coil is gonna take a lot of damage. That's what
10
Jug's gonna
seconds
do.
remaining.
So just nice, and obviously like they do have a lot of magic damage on Outsiders that he's gonna be able to spin off.
Slardar?
Do not
So-
pick Slardar.
I mean, Night Stalker and Enigma Band, both really good heroes versus Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Night Stalker, you have that ground silence, and Juggernaut doesn't want to buy BKB. It's one of the few carries that does not enjoy going that item because you have that built-in magic community. But you kind of have to versus Night Stalker, so they removed it. So what's left? Like
What if
Axe,
Outsiders
Kappa?
just put? Oh, we're talking for Spirit right now.
Kappa.
They could put the Dawn off lane.
I mean,
Darkseer!
Oh my god.
That's great. That's great.
Lyrical's
That is
probably
great.
jumping up and down. He's probably
No,
popping
no.
off.
Nat, stop talking. I want to talk about Darkseer. All right, this is so exciting. Okay, they have
I know,
multiple.
I'm gonna cut
they
you
have
off the
multiple
moment
melee.
Outsiders
Shut up,
picks.
Fear. They have multiple melee heroes to put this Iron Shell on, like the Jug, the Clock, the Dawn. All are going to be able to get in the middle of the enemy heroes and do lots of damage with it. If he goes Ags, it's going to be like extra effective. You also have obviously like the vacuum into the coil, into everything. It's like so much damage, so good. I'm super excited. The wall's gonna be fantastic. Like these are Outsiders heroes right now. A lot of them want to be like on the front line. The Razor, the DK, the Ogre. It's gonna like lead to a lot of grouping up that Darkseer's gonna be super effective against. I just think like right now, Spirit hitting this super early timing where they can just output so much damage in like this 20-minute mark and just take amazing team fights into Roche, into like objective taking, is very scary for outsiders to defend against.
All right, that's cool and all, but now they're going to move DK to position 4.
Okay.
Zeus mid, pick Faceless Void carry,
Yeah,
and then that's it. They're going to win the game.
that's just so not true.
What do you mean? They'll have Zeus plus Void.
Yeah.
Razor DK will be
Okay,
versus
they
the
might
Jug.
do it, but I don't think it'll be good.
Why not?
Because you can just die. Oh, like, sorry.
Lycan got through.
So Lycan, it's a good choice. Like, it's kind of like he doesn't play Lone Druid offlane, clearly. Like, not many people do, but it's like the same
Shame.
idea.
This is
You're
not
picking
TI3.
a Zoo type of hero that will absorb the Omni Slash and just run at the Juggernaut. It's pretty good, and he's gonna spin. He's gonna do some stuff, but I think this Lycan is a mediocre pick. It's not bad by any means. He has a lot of work to do in this game for sure to pull it off.
Awesome. Well, you got to have your words about Darkseer, but I know there's a
Yeah.
special someone out there who has some special words about Darkseer.
Oh,
Let's go,
I'm so
Alright.
happy.
Yes, Lyrical, please. You get the whole spiel now of Darkseer. You get to repeat whatever Sheep said.
It seems pretty cool. I don't know. I'm just excited. it's gonna be cool. That's all I got.
Dude, it was actually a plus 4
Speechless.
DK, guys.
The Virgin
It
Analyst
is
versus the
40K.
Chad Doxer Enjoyer.
Damn.
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, we got our pop off from Lyrical about Darkseer. We got Fear predicting something else again with no pop off. Classic. And so the only other reliable thing here is Trent giving us so much insight very quickly about this game.
Well, it's a 4 DK. We haven't seen that really since like the quals last year, right? In NA, big shout out to 1437. He was popping off the DK pretty hard, and we had a little bit of a support DK meta. So we'll see if Yamich can just kind of do his thing. Very similar to Tiny in some ways, a little bit worse at it, but he's tanky. He'll stun people.
Okay.
Try and win the game.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how Outsiders and Team Spirit do play this out as we jump into game 2.
I'm so excited, Trent. It's going to be awesome. Man, game number 2, and Team Spirit opt to go with a hero that is so dead that we don't even talk about him anymore, except for me. I'm literally the only person. Holy moly. But some cool stuff coming out. Do you like the last pick, Lycan?
Yes. Yeah. Busted hero. Very, very strong. So look, this is only like the 11th Darkseer. Really? Across all regions? That's crazy.
Dude, it's quite rough. It is very, very rough. And oh my goodness, a little bit of an action there. They do scout it out. I think this means that they're going to be able to find that ward up there too.
But, I mean, yes, so for those not in the know, Lyrical's a bit of a Darkseer aficionado here. The man, if any hero could carry Lyrical all the way up to the tops of Divine, it was Darkseer.
That's right.
Why am I not seeing him all the time? Give me the lowdown. Give me the skinny.
So a couple of issues that you run into. One, the heroes that he's good against, they're not that great right now. And if you look, like, Wall kind of meh this game, right? You're going to have a Razor in it. You're going to have, like, in the heyday, it was against Terrorblade. It was against Luna. When those heroes were killing it, it was
Like
awesome.
crazy agi stat carries?
Yes, those are the ones. Now, there is something that I'll say I really like in this game, which is that he has a puck. You love playing with puck. You get the coil down. You can vacuum break the coil. And then the other thing is that when you play with Juggernaut, who is currently getting beaten down, it can be really nice to do like spin Ion Shell. It's so much damage over time, 165 on the spin. And then of course you get up to 90. And if you get to the level 20 talent, you just start absolutely wrecking them. But they're swapping lanes because they want to have a better lane setup.
Oh, well, Yamich is, figuring that one out. It's these high fives collapse. Catches him coming through the jungle. He's just delaying him.
Yeah, and he wanted to, I think, maybe get one Ion Shell off their clap. Sometimes you you want to throw it early to have a double on the way, but he might not have been doing that anyways. Dude, this is terrible. Dude, they actually lost. Team Spirit, what are you doing? Yo, what happened?
All right, so Darkseer expert, what do you do now?
He's cry. Oh God, is that
So
really
he
a
just
better
misses the
lane?
entire first wave.
Oh, geez. Dude, they're just going to full on tri-lane him here. I mean, Clockwork's one of the best that you can combo it together with, but like level 1 Ion Shell just does no damage.
All right, getting some XP now. Collapse is in there.
Dude, this is This is the other problem, is that it's so easy to bully the Darkseer at level 1 that, like, I mean, your lane is really important to, like, at least not go tragically bad. And that's what this has happened down bottom.
Yeah, he's also a bit of a passive offlaner, I would say, compared to the people who want to, like, make plays. Luckily, they have a puck, so that's not too huge of a deal.
Right.
He is someone who he plays more like your like Beastmaster style, right? Where like he kind of wants like occupy an area for a little bit, as opposed to like smoking up and doing stuff.
No, it's true.
But
and
they have Puck and Dawnbreaker, so they have a lot of like we're gonna start a fight. Puck, Dawnbreaker, and Clockwork. So it is a really good Darkseer game in that sense. But like you said, he still needs a good start. He needs a decent lane, and this is one way to prevent that.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if maybe even we see him just like at the early going here, sacrifice all his farm, just get levels, and then try and fight with the team. It's definitely not going to be like the big Aghanim Scepter refresher that you tend to see, and instead he's going to have to play a lot more around that puck and like giving the Iron Shell to him and the Clockwork and the Dawn, and just trying to let them be the ones that make the plays.
4 DK is always pretty interesting, though.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, you pick it versus the puck all the time for the stun, and when you're position 4, at least you'll still have that. But, like, obviously it's not quite the same in the support role. It could be a little bit rough, especially if they have a lot of damage.
Right.
Which they, I don't know, they have, like, damage over time, like you said, with the Iron Shell and the spin, and so, like, maybe there'll be opportunities for Yamish to get off a second stun in a fight, but I'm a little skeptical of this game. This feels like they just really wanted the Lycan pick, right? That's essentially DK being sacrificed for Lycan.
Right. Yeah, that seems like it. And I'm not sure how much that's going to come back to bite him or not. I mean, at the very least, it's not going to be easy for them to kill this DK. There
Perhaps.
You go. Yeah. Hey.
I mean, I'm a Lycan believer. Probably one of the best heroes of the patch, I think, especially when it's picked late. He's a game winner, you know? He can take over, run down the whole game, and even if you don't snowball or something, the hero still has a lot of value. Between like the vision, they don't have anything good versus the creep this game, other than battery assault, I guess.
Right.
Is kind of okay we've seen lately versus the Helm of the Dominator stuff. So I feel like their pressure of group up is going to be formidable.
Right. Well, and even like, the thing that we talked about earlier of like the Juggernaut spin with Iron Shell, the damage isn't going to be coming out quick enough to deal with DM, I think. And DM can just like turn and fight and beat the crap out of you.
Or run away.
Yeah, or run away, right? Like either one, it's going to be tough no matter what. And right now they're just losing all 3 of their lanes. I guess Puck is having a pretty good time in the mid lane. So that's something. They need that to happen.
Yeah, Mabochka at least got the TP out as well, so won't die. Just goes back to the tier 1 tower. Able to hang around because he's the salve, but trading regen versus an ogre always feels terrible because you're never winning that battle.
Surprise!
Bounties traded off there, and Image comes back in trying to contest where this pull is going on. Ramses will catch the creep wave and link it back up again. So nothing free here. Being given for Team Spirit, and almost loses his courier. Gets away. Just down there bottom.
All right, I have a question for you. Will this be the first good Juggernaut game that Fear has seen? Because I feel like every time he gets picked, I always hear Fear on the panel talk about he always wants his Juggernaut lose, and it seems to go that way. Is this a game, do you think? Can Jug do it? Can Yaldero do it?
Oh, God, I don't know, man.
He's hesitating. He doesn't like it.
I don't like it. Yeah,
really, he just can't think because he's watching a Darkseer die.
Dude, it's just, it
hurts
so
his
painful.
brain.
It's so painful. Oh, that was a nifty little play there, though. Still going to die. Okay, that happens. And Mira trying to get maybe a little bit of counterplay here onto Yamich. That's going to be enough. Collapse gets the kill, so a nice little injection of gold there makes a difference.
Oh, that's the dream. You get the XP as the support, but you still get to at least pass the gold off to your core.
Denied.
Very well done there. Yeah, Clockwork and Darkseer are very interesting because like I always like playing Darkseer versus Clockwork because I like to vacuum an enemy team into their allies' cogs. I was thinking that's pretty funny. But on the same team, you can also do some pretty cheeky stuff like that, where you have a lot of manipulation, right? They have the coil, and then you're going to have this vacuum. You're going to have the hot cogs pushing. So Outsiders, depending on how this game goes, might end up feeling a little bit like they're pinballs.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite combo to play together with it. You just do so much damage if you Ion Shell up the clock and let him run on in. Can absolutely destroy people in the mid game, but need to get those levels up. And in the other side of the lanes here, you can see that at least mid, Toronto Tokyo hits level 6. So does GPK. Have to watch out for any Thunder God's Wrath attempts.
I know that you've been trying position 4 Darkseer, so it looks like collapses as well. I mean, he's level 3.5. Mira's level 4.25.
Dude, yeah, it ain't no joke. This is a terrible lane for him. Bottom has not gone well, and it's actually going to get even worse here. If they can kill off Mira, just barely gets out of there, actually.
All right, he was basically suiciding to give space for Collapse to hit like 4 creeps there, and it worked. I'm so impressed he lived.
It's true. I mean, they need some. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, that happens.
Well, it happens.
Toronto Tokyo chasing through the jungle, gives up on it there. Yeah. Pretty substantial lead in the laning stage, and Collapse in trouble again as they will find him and move on in for the kill. Mira can't do anything to salvage that. And this is a rough one down here. This Razor's getting out of control.
It's making the position 4 DK look good when it's really not. No. But when you can walk up and Dragon Tail in these situations, because the laning setup is going so poorly for the Darkseer, and he has a Razor who benefits so much just from that 2-second stun, it's such a good way of making this viable for Yamich.
Yeah. It's true. And, I mean, getting him off to a hot start, like, obviously only boots right now, but if you can get into a Blink Dagger on this DK, that game just feels really tough. Good stun, but the pullback afterwards, setting up for enough of a kill here, though. Yamich in some trouble. Will they have enough damage? Yes, they bring him down. Mira gonna pay the price afterwards, though.
Yeah, in the end, it's still just a trade, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. They just need a W down here,
That ain't coming. Unless Puck's down here too, they're not going to get it. I don't think so.
I know what you mean too, because we've just been looking at bottom players this whole time. Because mid is just whatever. They're just sort of farming it up. Top, very similar situation. Hard for them to actually track down and kill DM. By the way, DM doing great. Has more last hits than Yadoro in what's mostly been a 1v2 lane. Hakoda was up here for a while, but between the manipulation of the wolves and moving the creeps and stuff, DM's just been doing so much work up here. Absolutely crushing it.
I mean, it does definitely feel like we've been mainly, well, actually, hold that thought. Jump forward, coil afterwards, Mira right on top of him. Cogs catches him in it. And now GPK in some trouble. Collapse making the move over, trying to finish it off, and they will get him. Toronto Tokyo turns now, vacuum board onto 2 of them. Razor makes the movement over, and they will kill off Mira. And afterwards, I think Collapse is going to go down again. Doesn't have Surge back up again for a second. Goes the Ion Shell there onto the small creep, which will give him one last hit, but loses his life afterwards.
He almost found an escape there with the help of that Centaur Stomp, but Yamich had been wisely holding the stun for so long at that point that it wasn't given an opportunity to TP out. And so who was the real winner in all that? Puck got some gold, some XP. I guess it was Puck, right? Got some gold, got an XP, didn't die. Pretty good. And, well, on Outsiders, it's Razor. He just got 410 gold and 357 XP. Jeez. On Ramses. That's a big injection. As someone who wants to keep staying in the lane, because Collapse again, he kind of has to be here. I don't think he's really ready to go jungle. I mean, you can with level 3 Ion Shell, but it's so much more valuable to be in lane. But you can't be here versus this Razor. Do not get Waka stun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad to watch.
Does have the jump away, but Mira trying to save his life. Cogs pushback. Collapse still going to be under fire. Has a wall if he wants to drop it to try and get out. Mira, though, is going to be caught. Collapse goes down. Mira goes down. And it's been only these two pretty much that feel like they've just been catching the brunt of the Outsiders draft.
No, it is them, dude.
Yeah.
They're 4 and 4 of the kills.
Yeah, that hurts. I mean...
This is when you're playing your pub and you're like, what's going on down there, man? I'm winning my lane. What are you guys
Radiant's
doing?
bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, this is just the lot that they're leading in life. It's,
Top didn't call missing. Lycan's bottom.
Yeah, I like that.
Radiant's
It's good.
middle tower is under attack.
Well, 2K gold lead. Mira comes back in. He's getting close to level 6, but with no
You know who else
transformation.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch is almost there, bud. He's almost
I know.
ready. He's gonna have that range stun pretty soon.
Dire's top tower is
Jeez.
under
Yeah,
attack.
that's crazy. And he's going? Is he going to go for the full soul ring first? He might.
He's just playing tiny. He's just doing the same thing. He's gonna go soul ring Blake.
Oh, Mira has hookshot available. Wants to save it, but will just go for it in the end. And afterwards, they bring on in collapse, and it'll be more than enough to bring him down. Also, getting that Helm of the Dominator creep, much needed.
That was a lot of gold. That was his
Yeah.
entire army from DM because he's like, oh, maybe I can save him.
Has fallen.
But then with the Dawnbreaker coming through, there wasn't really much hope. And Mapochka will be 6 now, just off this mid wave. So time to smoke up with the next hook shot, I reckon. Go for another kill. Bring the puck
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, I mean that actually is huge for him. Like now a decent window here for Team Spirit. They throw another Ion Shell on, and if they stick around too long on DM or shows himself, can definitely die to the combo here. Mid lane, Toronto Tokyo pushing in the wave. Couple of TP rotations to deal with that aggression, but it's Collapse and Mira playing together. Hook shot back up in 3, but they do get scouted. Surge forward, find Hakoda. Ready to pull him back in here. Meanwhile, Puck works the rotation too. They find the Razor. Hook shot, wall on top. They find him and get the kill. Toronto Tokyo in trouble. DM is there as well. And Collapse is eventually going to get ran down. Can't drop any trees to stop the pressure. But they might have gone a bit too far on Team Spirit there, trying to finish off Hakoda. Not going to get him. So it was looking good for a moment. Only ends up in getting the Razor kill and losing 3 in turn.
And he actually just straight up died to support DK stun.
Yeah.
He just got stunned into Zeus ulti, Heavenly Jump, all the bursts. They threw it all on top of him for the kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
Tough stuff
structures
indeed.
are fortified.
Toronto Tokyo trying to stop the push from coming in. But it is so much pressure with the DK form and having that Helm of the Dominator creep already there. They do kill it. So that's something. Much needed.
Stacking his creeps all this. Mira as a hook shot will hit.
All right, ready to keep it going. DM, slow, chase, running in, finding a chance for a kill, and DM is dead. Can they get any more afterwards? Meanwhile, Starbreaker
Nice.
Collapse makes the escape.
Middle tower is under attack.
And another kill going their way.
Ooh, a delayed TP there, but I guess his coil. Well, it must have been like a second on CD or something.
Yeah.
No, not able to stop him.
Very interesting.
Collapse, by the way, finally getting that space. He's looking at a Wraith Pact.
Yeah.
Darkseer, in the past, Mechs, Greaves, and Eggs have been like the big staples of the hero, and he hasn't really been that popular since Wraith Pact was really much of an item.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's recognizing that this game is not about him. It's all about Yadoro here, who did finish off the Battle Fury. So making him stronger, giving him Surge, giving his team Ion Shell, and setting up for kills does sort of give him now a kind of back seat going for this Wraith Pack build.
Tower is under attack.
Well, the
Yeah,
other
Mitch.
big buffer in this game, Hakoda has maxed the Bloodlust.
Oh,
The wolf, dude.
yeah. Catches him there. Although, Dawnbreaker running in, Yamage getting burned by the Ion Shell does go down. They lose 1, and, well, they're going to lose 2, it looks like, as Mapochka eventually dies.
Look at Ramses. Level 4 Bloodlust right now. This is pretty frightening.
Radiant's middle
Like,
Yeah,
he
you're not
even
wrong.
didn't take his multicast until right now. He just got to that level 8. He has just been maxing Bloodlust and following Ramses around while he's, like, farming the jungle and stuff. And we don't see that much Ogre, but Ramses on this Razor, he is going to abuse everything that you give from Bloodlust, right? It's just everything that a Razor wants.
True. Yeah, that's scary. The more you think about it, he's also going boots to travel next, so he could be in every fight. Oh, jeez. Scary. This is the good Razor. We've seen a lot of Razors run into some issues, but this one's looking very good.
Well, it's despite 4 kill leads, only a little bit of gold. Game still relatively even, as you were recently mentioning. Yadro finished on the Battle Fury and starting to actually get into the bigger items, the gameplay items, not just the farming items.
Yeah.
How good of a game does he have here? He has spin TP, pretty much always. Like, what's ever going to stop spin TP? Like a Lycan Bash.
Yeah, something like that.
So pretty unlikely. So we're spin TPing for days. So that's always a good sign. So we have the delay possibilities between a Darkseer, a Puck, and free spin TPs. So if they don't want to fight, Spirit don't necessarily have to. And when they want to fight, they have Hookshot as well as the Solar Guardian. So what you can do is you create this scenario where it becomes like a cat and mouse game of outsiders like trying to chase you down. And then you don't know if you're like chasing someone who's about to TP or chasing someone who's about to have 4 heroes appear out of the fog, which can get a little bit dangerous. But they have Wolves, they have the Zeus Lightning, and they also just have tower pressure because of this like support DK, but mostly the Lycan and the army. So I think that outsiders need to not fall into the trap of chasing mice and just chase the towers that don't actually run away from you.
Fair enough. I like that idea as well. And of course, the other big one's going to be Roche eventually, which shouldn't be too hard for them either. Again, the big problem is just going to be like if there is that big fight and they're grouped together, which you're going to be because of vacuum. Big old Omni Slash with Battle Fury that will rip them to shreds.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
It's something to watch for. But for now, again, 1,000 gold lead. Mira heads on over. They have this nifty little ward, which is scouting Yadro and Mira simultaneously, is collapsed down bottom, chasing with Miposhka onto Hakoda. Does manage to get a little bit of distance and runs away. Very quick with the surge.
Yeah, a couple of nice wards. They have another ward down bottom. I really like this one from the tier 2, but Hakoda, well, he's going to die. But because Collapse can be playing down here so often that you want to know when someone's there to back up Collapse on this lane and when it's just Collapse on the Darkseer.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to take advantage of those moments if there is one. And Ramses realizing that danger is going to leave down bottom, and up top, Yadro in the area of Yemich. They do have GPK nearby, but there's no way you can find a kill onto Yadro in this game right now. Still just trying to get gold for Yemich's Blink. Ooh, BKB. Force it out. Down bottom, Ramses. Thought about chasing. Gives up on that one, but DM, he's the one that's making the move instead.
Yeah. Toronto Tokyo wants in here, right? He wants to fight, doesn't he? Like, no BKB, but they don't have enough damage, I guess, left in the tank.
Well, it's too scary. Interesting.
And speaking of damage, the Mage Slayer this game. After the Witchblade. Pretty cool from Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah. That's really nice against Zeus. Just reduces 35%.
Yeah, Zeus Razor.
Oh, goodbye, Mira.
Well, you know.
Well, DM ended up getting that kill with the Ice Fire Bomb. And they keep this bottom lane pushed out. Yeah, right?
Well, we love to see the Ancient Ice Shaman doing work. You know?
It's so often underappreciated, man. And down bottom again. They find him. This time, DM in some trouble and gonna get killed off. The Ion Shell damage was enough as Hakoda chased a little bit. Yemich looking for the stun, but they're gonna let him go here. Still,
the boost of travel counterplay is very interesting from Ramses, right? Because like Miposhka kind of knows he's gonna die for these plays. I feel like he has maxed out hammer, which is a crazy amount of damage, but he doesn't have that much survivability after if there's gonna be numerous heroes left. He's just like, yeah, you coil them, I'll hammer them, I'll stun them if I can, and we'll hope they kind of die during the burn duration essentially. But if I fall after, that's sort of all right. And then Ramses
Yeah.
is there trying to TP in and like mop and bucket it up.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is interesting. And that's where, again, as Toronto Tokyo jaunts, gets out, I think he's away. Blink not there for Yemich. Damn, dude. I can't believe he got out of that.
Yeah, it was the ward. Their smoke popped on the other side of those trees,
Dire's
just as he was
middle tower
already
is under
waning
attack.
rifting to try and kill the wave. And the instant counter smoke coil up in 3 seconds. They're running at
Are they
GPK.
Roshan?
Oh,
gonna
well,
Rosh?
they
Oh, no?
they drew a line to GPK.
Okay. Scan. Doesn't find anybody in the intermediary area.
Oh, they got him.
GPK
They got him.
right there. And coil down. In some trouble. Can they chase
he
it
missed.
down? Hook shot off the mark. Oh my God. Haste to GPK making the moves. And now Razor moves on in. They immediately just have to get the heck out of here. Trying to run, trying to escape. Surges himself, collapse, escaping. Toronto Tokyo still out of there. And John not going to quite be there. So they take down Toronto and Mira.
Yeah, he preemptively ulted for this on DM because he knew they were going to Rosh. Once they were on the run there, like, we're going Rosh 100%, even if we don't get the puck kill. I think that's fine. So, miscommunication by... Oh, he tips Mira on the miss hook shot. Not having the puck move out of the way for the hook shot follow-up, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was free. There's no way to miss that.
Meanwhile, though, collapse. They move on in with one. Yadaro there. Maposhka trying to bring down anybody. They have Ramsey's BKB pop, but Yadaro in trouble and eventually going to die. So the wheels kind of falling off here over these last couple of minutes as Outsiders take it.
I thought maybe the collapse illusion could deny it.
Would have been big.
I like how they're just not killing it. Guys, it's right there. Just punch it once. All right, fine.
It's 5 gold. It's so it's so sad.
Support players. I see that gold, you know.
Radiant's
I think
This
GPK's
is a
dead.
bold go. Is he?
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
That was a rough one. I mean, yeah, Collapse needed to be there to help out, and instead, he's just going to end up falling as well. Oh, man. 4K gold lead gives him the tip. We're not anticipating the boots travel.
Okay.
Radiant's
I got nothing on that one. I don't know. I guess he was thinking like you vacuum him and then I'll hit the hammer and then like they can't kill him. He has Kaya Sanj and Essence Ring. Those two heroes do not have the damage.
Yeah. I think that if there weren't TPs, they could bring him down, just like slowly whittling him to death. But it's one of those things where they were there too quickly.
Yeah. Well, Team Spirit's certainly looking out of sorts with plays like that. And Outsiders, complete opposite. They've been very clean game 1 and looking great in game 2 as well. Now a 10-kill lead, 4K gold. And they just want to keep up the aggression. They're going to find Toronto Tokyo.
Oh, he has Blink.
Yeah. Not much you can do there.
Tower is under attack.
And gets out of there.
Has been killed.
So a lot of couriers being sniped by Mira. They got to get some type of kills in this game, that's for sure.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, spin, TP out. Yadaro living. Mira looking like he's going to do the same.
And Toronto Tokyo feeling the pressure of his position this game, not even going to go for the Lincolns, despite how nice it would be versus some of these heroes. I think he knows he needs like Kaya Sanji, he just needs to push waves. He just needs to be out there and be a face.
Can I just say I'm loving this? This is all going in the notebook of, you know, why Darkseer needs to be buffed. For all you Valve folk out there, just keep it in mind. Just, you know, look at what's happening here. It's a hard game. Outsiders, they've got 2.5 minutes left on the Aegis. Let's see what they try and do with it. Otero, spin, does not have TP, is in some trouble. Hookshot comes in, Mira Force Staff afterwards, trying to escape, and Thunder God's Wrath Collapse going to drop the totem behind him, but I think that just means it's more gold going the other direction. Throws the Iron Shell onto the illusion and tries to escape, but there's nowhere left to go. And on the other side, DM kills Maposhka too. They're all falling, trying.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a massacre.
They're just running away. They're not hitting any creeps. At least Toronto, you got to the other side of the map, right?
There you go.
And he's pushing it out.
He's
Trying
gonna have to spin
squad.
TP again.
One of those games.
Oh man, difficult. Wow.
Hey, it's
Okay,
only
with the
3K
good
lead. You
lines.
know, the lead's shrinking.
That's fair. It's a fair point. Where there's a will, there's a way.
And in another 4 minutes after this Aegis is gone, there'll be a shard. So
There you go.
maybe we'll see that. A blink up here. Oh, but wait, Mira actually living.
Hello,
Yo,
hello.
gamer?
Big
Hey,
gamer.
he was definitely giving the wave like you're dead, and he got out of there. So well done.
They're just trying to get some vision down now too. It looks like around the rest of the map. Maposhka's heading out on it. This game is looking super tough. Meanwhile,
Well, they know what they need to do.
what's that?
Push waves, baby.
There you go. Ramses has the refresher now too. He is so freaking farmed. They got Ags, Zeus, everything coming together for Outsiders. And in the meantime, we're going Pipe for Clock, Blink for Darkseer. You're going Kaya on Puck, and Jug in the meantime trying to get in towards the Lincolns.
The Wolves were going to block the
Radiant's
Ancients,
top
and
tower
well,
is
Maposhka's dead, and Yato's just like, bye, buddy.
Spin CP. The highlight of the game for Team Spirit right now.
I'm thinking about a
Toronto
Scythe
kill.
on DM.
Okay. Sounds very cool. Rocket players scouting things out, and Roche is capable of responding in 3 minutes as the Aegis is going to be reclaimed.
Has been killed.
But to be honest with you, I don't even know if that's going to set them up to try and go for another like push. Did he? Yeah, he lost his.
That was
Lincolns
his
too.
Lincolns. Yeah.
Yeah,
For 2 minutes.
yeah, that one hurts. That one hurts a lot. All right, Blink done on Collapse. Let's see what they can do.
Does it change anything?
You could do some cool stuff with like Coil Break. It's going to be the main thing, I think. And then Omni Slash on top of it.
Are scattered.
But
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
that's true.
is under attack.
I actually like it
outs-
with the Omni Slash.
if Outsiders play it right, though, I don't think it matters. He needs
Well, we already
15.
saw last game. They were very good at dodging that idea of the group up and getting punished for it.
Right.
We have a Frenzy now. We have Bloodlust and Frenzy available on Ramses. Can I see this guy's attack speed here? Let me see. Juice him up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
All right, if Outsiders get greedy, this could be the moment right here. Collapse just needs to not get his blink broken right away, but this is potentially the moment.
structures are fortified.
Oh,
We'll
they're
see.
not bringing the other heroes, so
Never mind.
they've decided
not
this is
the
not
moment,
it yet.
Trent.
No. Yatoro, you know what, guys? He's up top. He's got this little spell called Spin. He's got this item called TP. Oh, would you believe it?
Amazing. And he's out of there.
Yamish is dead in the river.
Okay. All right.
Yamish
Little
is super
things here
dead.
and there.
There we go.
Yeah, they got him. They got him. They got him. Wait a minute now. Do they go for any more? Already Dawnbreaker dead. Mira dead. Just getting gobbled up by the old Wolfie, man. God, Team Spirit needs so much time. I mean, again, it's only that 6K gold lead like you're talking about, but it just feels so rough right now.
It is funny that they found themselves in the exact same situation again, though. Just like
Double blink.
Don't get hit by everything.
A chance. No, BKB, the answer. And in some trouble now. Yatoro dropping down lower and lower. Can he survive through it? He tries to take it up and get away. Barely able to escape on nothing.
How did he live? I thought that Nimbus was going to kill him for sure.
I think that there was a Wraith Pack still on the Zeus, maybe. I'm not sure.
Wow, that was wild.
God. What a rough one. This is painful, Trent. This
Now,
one
I mean,
hurts.
his courier's alive, so he's Lincoln's now at the very least. That's good.
Let's go.
All right, the smoke
All right.
up.
Ooh, and it's a quick Roche spawn. I
Radiant
wonder.
Dun, 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 dun.
I wonder if they could sneak it. Are they crazy enough?
That we know the answer to. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think they can actually kill it that fast. Oh, not
That's,
Yamich. Anyone but Yamich. Okay, anyone but Yamich or Hakoda. They just got to find a cord. They have another smoke. This might be a re-smoke situation. You're in that desperate of a spot.
Radiant's middle
They're going to
tower is under
try. We'll
attack.
see. Smoke's about to wear off as the creep is there. They run on in. Hello, Yamich. How are you? They see the creep and are going to kill the creep. One last gasp here. There are wolves all around. Jump forward, stun onto the puck, but a little bit of a save. Oh no. He popped so quickly. He just came down and died.
Yeah, and Chantogyo was alive anyway.
Oh, jumps on in, spin on top of one. Yadaro, can't get your damage stolen, my friend.
Guys,
Takes over the centaur, vacuum wall, back onto two. Yamich is there with the stun afterwards. Mira can't do a thing, tries to find the catch onto Zeus. It won't matter. They're all dying, one by one, being picked apart with nowhere left to go. Oh, it hurts.
You just have Toronto Tokyo and Yadaro just hanging out by the wall like, no, come fight us here. Oh my god, they actually came.
They gotta move on in on it. This is gonna burn down Hakoda. Okay, a chance. They still have Omni, but Puck is already dead. And trying to get in a range, it's not gonna be there. Oh, it hurts. Yamich will likely go down, but it comes at the cost of so many lives. Oh man, but I mean, they kind of salvaged it a little bit.
Hey, they had
Buybacks.
yeah, and they lost Gem at the very least. So
Okay.
they gave that over. Roche did not go to Outsiders. Yadaro didn't die. Toronto did die in the end. That was a bit rough. That E-Blade. Whew. He got zapped. He actually got hit by Pixies for so much damage all in an instant.
It ain't no joke. Zeus does so much damage in these late game scenarios. Wow. I mean, it is a tough hill to climb right now for Team Spirit, and Outsiders just looking incredible. Men on a mission. Let's see though. I mean, I guess that for GPK, so after going into that E-Blade, he's going to going back now for Octarine with just a casual Sanj in his inventory. That's pretty awesome.
It's a quality build. Yadaro just constantly up here though. That spin TP has his options.
Yeah, and he knows that, I mean, he's got to be the one to do it kind of in this game. Nobody else can survive. I mean, even Toronto Tokyo is dying.
Yeah, Yamich TP's down here.
Silence.
Well, what's the plan here? I mean, he knows Puck's there.
I
He's
think
just taking a different angle.
I think almost anybody dies if he finds them solo. But they're heading into the pit. Do scout it with the clock.
All right, Hakoda, catch this hook.
They fight best when they're together. Killing off the wolf. Dropping down the healing ward, scouting out the area. They kill the healing ward with the wolf. Oh man.
That was petty.
Dude. The wolf vision is just so hard to deal with too. Yeah.
Look at this smart juice swaddling ripper. You see this thing down by the bottom rune? Look how huge he is.
Oh, he died.
Oh, this guy's
He's gone.
Gone but not forgotten.
There it is. Team Spirit. Smoke up is 4. Gotta
This is
find
so
something.
funny. He's tumbler toying to these high grounds. He's holding on to it to do this
Yeah.
over and over, and it's so good. Everyone does this lately. We're always popping smokes like this. Oh, there's one. There's
He sees
Maposka.
him. I mean, Pushka, if they want to jump on him, he might just die so quickly. Wait, but the wrap? Mira. Scouts it. Hook shot in, finds one,
he
not
jumped.
going to stay on target. The heavenly jump away, although starting to burn him down. Do they have enough damage? No. No. They really don't. I can't emphasize enough how much they do not have the damage. Collapse will manage to TP out of there. And Yadaro, Lincolns has spin TP, trying to wait as long as possible, but eventually has to go for it.
Man, this is a painful one.
Yeah, dude.
It's like they're just trying everything they can think of to make this work, and it's always just the same answer. And it's 2 games straight of pretty much the exact same situation. The only thing better about this game is that they have better heroes for catching these waves and just like split pushing. That's really the only difference. Other than that, it's almost a total repeat performance here. And again, Outsiders, they're just playing so disciplined. They're doing a great job of getting the vision forward. They know when the smokes are coming. They're popping the smokes. They're getting their Aegis. They're playing aggressive only when they have the Aegis and the advantage. And it's just clean Dota.
Very, very clean Dota indeed, as they now claim that Aegis and even pick up the Aghanim Shard for Razor of all heroes. He has a Scotty now done on Ramses. So freaking farmed. 15k gold lead. And I mean, if they want to, they can keep sort of slow rolling this. Take down the towers when they feel like they need to, but this game is looking good for them.
And they're close to having all 3 cores ahead of the Juggernaut. I think DM is just a little bit behind right now.
That's why. Yeah, and it's just a bit of a tough game, Trent.
I mean, you see that. You just gotta feel a little bit bad, at least.
Bit of a tough one. You're not wrong, dude. And Zeus is just holding on to the Philosopher's Stone too. GPK is like, well, I don't need anything else.
At least they're getting neutral items this time.
That's true. Silver linings. TP's on back home now. And Outsiders, they walk forward on Team Spirit. Ramses tries to do some damage. The silence there, full combo, gets demolished on Toronto Tokyo. Did not stand a chance. And he doesn't have buyback, Trent. That is...
No, he went over one like blink.
That is a rough one.
Go, Wraith Pact.
18k gold lead.
Delay.
As Ramses will just stand in front of him and say, come and deal with me. He just walks away afterwards. He's moving so fast. Yemich under control with the Force Staff afterwards. Mira hoping to escape. Second round BKB. Ramses going in a bit deep here. Stun afterwards. Yadaro.
Saving Omni Slash for next game.
True.
Doesn't want it to get Lotused. Has he Omni Slashed yet? I'm not even joking.
I have not seen one Omni Slash.
I haven't seen one.
Oh, and this always feels bad. Collapse, you can feel he just wants to make a move, surges himself forward, but can't get anything. Jump forward, says, let's go one time, make it happen. Is there a moment, a chance, a hope, a dream? Collapse, make it happen. No more vacuum, no more spin. Potentially no more game, as Outsiders just manhandling Team Spirit here. Running forward, they got anything? No.
They have 2 Lotuses as well, so he has to be really careful about the Omni.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he's not letting it rip, because Yamich is putting it on top of Ramses, and then it's just like a total bait that when it drops, he's just going to pop his own, right?
True.
It's very tricky.
Game is hard. God, and Ramsey's about to freaking... What is he even buying? Is he buying a butterfly? There's something coming.
Good. He's working on some stuff. I mean, why don't we just why don't we just get like a Radiance, you know? Maybe a Rapier.
Okay.
Let's get a Rapier.
I like that.
I feel like that would help spice up this game a little bit, you know?
A chance. Ooh, Refresher. I like that on Zeus. Damn, dude. He's going to do so much damage. I think...
yeah. He can like solo kill anyone. Like off of a Yamich stun... If he's in range, they're definitely dead. Even not in range, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Ready, guys?
Yeah, Hakoda giving Collapse the tip. Listen, buff Darkseer. That's all I got to say. Just make it happen. This hero's rough.
He has not progressed at all since he bought that blink.
No, it is. Oh, he got a shard. The normal punch, Trent.
Bad. Yes,
the normal punch.
What could be more frightening than a normal punch? Not a mega punch, a fire punch, a frost punch, a mighty punch, a fearsome punch, a powerful punch, but a normal punch. I mean,
Yadro heard you. Yadro heard you for a second. He had a rapier queued up, which is back for the Sanj now, but there was dreams of a rapier there.
Oh, he's in rapier territory for sure.
Oh, yeah. All right. Team Spirit, time to get together. We'll see what they decide to do. Oposhka ready to join the squad at a moment's notice with the old Solar Guardian. But can Team Spirit do it?
He's the neutral item farmer. I can global back in, guys.
Yadro gives him the old spin down and then run away. But right on top, Collapse is dead. And Yadro potentially soon to follow. A whole grip of damage gets dropped out there. As tier 2 tower is going to fall. They have buyback on the Darkseer. Can they do it? Can they hold? Zeus, refresher ready with absolutely everything up again. Hook shot in. Oh my god, there's so much damage coming out from the Zeus. Double round of lightning. So much lightning. Stop the lightning. Thor came out today in theaters now, and Zeus is giving us a first-class view of it as they normal punch Ramses. He can't handle the pressure of the normal punch, nor the wall, but actually he can, and they just back away again. Oh, man.
Yeah, he took 2,400 damage from Zeus on that puck. It was just everything. It was just all the spells. You can get E-bladed at least once, if not twice.
Collapse tries to stop it again. Not going to happen. Wall is going to expire, and they can't deal with the creeps, let alone the heroes. Hook shot again onto Ramses. Vacuum onto all with the Omni Slash. It was something, but it wasn't enough. Oh, jeez. And there's the jump forward. They find Collapse. Looking for more. Yimich getting burned. Okay. A couple of chances here. An opportunity. Yadro trying to keep himself alive. But as the buildings fall, so do the chances for poor old Team Spirit here.
I would once again just like to praise Outsiders for how incredibly lame they played this game. I think that is the key to victory versus Team Spirit. Just lame them out. Go get items. Go get farm. Only commit to fights when you're really strong. Only fight like when you have to with these big items. It's perfect.
Doing everything they need to right now.
This is what we call optimal Dota, ladies and gentlemen. You might not like it, but it wins.
It's very, very clutch and clean execution.
They can't fight what they can't see.
Man. And they can get together again because they've got everything back up again just about. Satanic now done for the Razor. They're going to go check Roche. Not even capable of responding yet. Maybe they'll sit here for a whole minute. There's a chance.
It would fit the bill as to how this game's been played. And, well, Yadro was like, you know what, guys? I got one Omni Slash off. I think it's time I buy Rapier. Because, like, the next one, it'll be good. It'll be real good.
That's all they can hope for.
All right, smoke time. Like you said, everything back up. 3, 2, 1. Zeus ulti back online. Here we go.
Bang, bang. Good spin. Yadro living. Well done.
Soften up a little bit. A little tenderizing there from the puck.
Kill the Wraith Pact. 100 gold. And Rack's starting to drop.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Oh, they also have that Ogre Shard. Hook shot in from downtown. Tries to get the Cogs. Pushback will be there. BKB out from Ramses, though. In some trouble. They've already lost the clock. And now the jump in from Puck. Need to get an Omni Slash here. It's back off cooldown, but it's not going to be enough damage yet. The Rax is falling. Another round of glyph here as they try and hold off on Team Spirit. But it is going to be mega creeps.
Where's the normal punch?
It's not there.
Punch them.
There's no normalcy about it. Maposhka does have Ag Solar Guardian, though. Got some evasion.
Boom.
Team Spirit, never give up, never surrender. They did not get the memo about the GG. That's right.
Yeah, they don't know.
Neutral items, they could still get tier 4s also.
Get out there, Maposhka. Do your duty.
Time is nigh.
Is a great conductor.
He's 1,000 gold away from Rapier. It's the only thing they can help him now. Oh, interesting.
Level 25 talent, 500 health, pretty much. That's nice.
I'm a little surprised he didn't go for the extra Omni Slash duration.
Not a lot of value when you only use it once.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you're not wrong. He's using his health pool a lot.
I can't believe his courier's still sitting in those trees. I would be so scared. They just they
so
pinged
close.
it. Ogre pinged it.
Oh no. No. Dude, that's
they
crazy. They're aware. They want to give him a shot.
Yeah, that's true. They're like, you know what? Let's let him get the rapier, so then maybe we'll get it. All right, there it is. It's on the way home.
If
he did
there was
the
a way.
lock strat, at least.
Nice.
Pro tip. I'm sure many of you know this, but in case you're a carry player out there and you don't, and I need to save you, do this every time with your rapier, please. Lock it until it's home.
All right. Trent, you might think I'm crazy.
I do.
You might think I'm crazy, but there is a way here that they could win this game.
I love to hear it. Okay, what is it?
You've got the vacuum. You've got the cogs.
You got the cogs.
You've got Maposhka coming in from downtown.
Yeah.
And an Omni Slash with Rapier. Where there's a will, there's a way. And that's the way. They've got Collapse apparently is going to have to be Will in this experience.
Okay, all right. So he's the Will. Gotcha, okay. There's an Aegis. How does that factor into things?
Listen, they've got the Penta Edge Sword. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. They're ready now. Look, Yadaro, he's laughing. He knows it's coming. The time is nigh. GPK is not aware of the strength that's about to be unleashed upon their faces. They almost are 20 gold away from Pipe. It's all coming together. Collapse.
The item.
Pipe is out now. Outsiders. They're in some trouble. Yadaro drops it down. They don't find the kill. A lot used right there. An opportunity for the turnaround. Run. They're ready. They're ready. They're moving and grooving. Outsiders are not prepared for the danger that's about to be unleashed upon them. The hook shot completely off the mark. The Hex in some trouble. Yadaro goes on in for the spin. Collapse looking for the vacuum. Casts nothing. And I think that they are going to turn it now. Team Spirit ready for the turnaround. Omni Slash down. Big old ulti coming out, doing nothing. And GG is called. Outsiders are going to take it 2-0.
Outsiders. Oh, man. Crushing series. They actually crushed them so hard. It's kind of brutal. I love to see the celebration right there, too, because, I mean, this is a huge win. Absolutely massive. This is so much impact going towards the major. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Every other team in the top 4 is just like, oh, no. Oh, geez. we're doing that, huh?
Well, and I think the other big thing about this, right, is like thinking about this team getting first in this region matters so much because of those points. You know, the sort of struggle that they've had, they need to pick up a lot here. And I mean, if they can get on top of Eastern Europe, like they might actually have a shot to get in direct off of points from for TI. So a lot on the line in that one.
Man, that was 2 just complete clinical performances from Outsiders. There's really not much more to say. Honestly, they saw the win condition, and more importantly, they saw the win condition of Team Spirit both games. I think that was even more important. You know, it's like It's like where you have that evolution in your brain of watching the other person when you're playing a 1v1 fighting game. That was them. They, their own game plan was important as outsiders, but they were also paying attention to what Team Spirit needed. And they just ensured they never gave it to them in 2 games straight. And it made for some really slow, clinical, surgical, nice words for lame Dota.
Love it. Love to see it. And, when you execute, it's what you got to do. Impressive stuff. We're going to hear more from outsiders in just a